Full forward, he's out in the goal square. So here we go, Dean Tevlin to get us underway. It is the Saints and the Cats as the clouds continue to roll in here at the moment here at Birrgurra's Hutchison. Trying to get the kick away, but he's dropped the footy and he's going to get been pinholding the foot in the kick to be taken for the Cats. In the sentence, this is Stevens. This is Brock Stevens. He's kicked it out wide and finds Brody Stevens now on the wing. We've been very impressed with him. Probably one of the most employed players in the comp in the last 18 months. So he goes along up the line, got close to the men on the mark. Stephen with body strength, couldn't quite bring down the mark though. Ball spills to ground. He done someone to the turf. That was Darrock, and we're going to get a ball about 55 out from the Cats' goal. Tell you what, boys, the clouds have really come in over the last 25 minutes or so. But hopefully the rain can stay away.
Hey, you didn't do any rain dances this morning, did you, mate?
No, I didn't. No rain dances.
There's a fair bit of rain coming this week too. So free kick will go to Jet Price. 55 out from goal. So he's got a pretty crowded forward line, so he's going to kick it. Schroeder's got two to beat. Almost brought down a good mark, but he's going to get a free kick, I think. Yes, which he will. Well done, Ethan Schroeder. He had no chance. He was 2 against 1, and he has taken a class half a centre marker there. In fact, if he pays it or it's a free kick, doesn't really matter. He's got a shot for goal, 25 out, almost directly in front. And this will be the hot start the Cats were just looking for, Pete Mulheron.
Yeah, look, good contested mark there from Ethan Schroeder. He's where a good forward should be in front. And it was good, strong hands and, a bit of high contact there. The free kick was there.
He's kicked 19 goals for the year before today, Ethan Schroeder. Yet hasn't missed a game this year. Great to have him back after a stint in the Ballarat League last year. He's kicked on the way and he did not like it. He just shanked it.
It's because of those kids banging the fence.
Put him off.
And he kicks the opening score on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. But a lot to like, but the Cats in the first couple of minutes of this opening term.
Yep, Imps a point. Berry at the score. Ball kicked out. Finds Bosley. Got the hand pass back over the top now. Geez, thumping kick out of the defensive half, but it's going to be marked here by Shaughnessy. Class Harvest Centre mark of the day to the Cats skipper. He goes inbound. Finds McKay. So William McKay winds up, puts Imperials back inside the forward 50, but it's been intercepted here by the Saints.
Can you go back around?
No, it's Bryce with the footy, Paddy Bryce. Just at half back for Birrgurra. So a bit of a slow start, stagnant start early. He's going to go on the Andrew Kelly Mansion side wing of the ground here at Birrgurra. Arnold overruns it. That was Nick Arnold for Birrgurra. And there'll be another ball up on the centre wing between half forward and the centre wing position, favouring the Imps side of the ground. White throws it back up yet again. Wharton gets the tap out, but here you go, the Imperials through Cunningham. Bouncing ball, Schroeder tries to pick it up on the volley. He's tackled by Jarvis.
Oh, Dino.
Dean H. Tevlin goes, give it to me.
He was circling like a seagull on a chip at the MCG, AJ.
He was.
40 metres out from goal. Schroeder wearing number 9 today. Here's Hamish Darrock. Got the hand pass over top to Bosley. Bosley now sends the ball out of the defensive half here there. Couldn't take the mark there, was Burnett. Here's a chance now for Scott. Got the kick out. And he finds Tannis. Wisby's got the football. Winds up. Kicks from centre wing to centre half forward for the Imperials. Melville couldn't take the mark. There's a whistle. Should have been early with that whistle. So free kick goes the way of George Stephen. Stephen winds up, puts it into the right forward pocket. Yeah, good kick. And he finds Bailey Scott. There's a few jumping changes here. He's got number 7 on the board on his back here. So Bailey Scott, normally a 16. Oh, what's going on here? There's a few. Schroeder, maybe they forgot their jumpers or something.
Don't know, but just Stevcom stat boy, 4 free kicks Imperials, none Birrgurra.
They've all been there though.
Yeah, they have.
So Bailey Scott up against the boundary, right forward pocket.
Just kick from here.
Leading goal kicker for the Imperials this year with 25. Quarter of a century. Can he kick the first this afternoon? No. It's off target.
Oh,
Schroeder's taken the mark.
Good pass.
In the left forward pocket. He plays on and he sends the kick. And guess who?
There we go, Drew.
It's Jet Price.
Oh, here we go.
Drew's going to go back to back.
He's done it
He's going to just kick through the big sticks, Pricey. That's all you got to do.
He's Price is directly in front, 15 metres out. Should kick this.
What do you know, Drew?
I don't know.
He's on a hot streak.
Did you get on, Drew?
I did today.
So Jet Price to kick the first goal of the afternoon.
He's
Stopped it and back to back First goal tips for Drew Simmons. It's unbelievable.
Sucked in.
Normally he tells us these tips after the winner, but now he's doing it beforehand.
Yeah, that's right.
And at the 5-minute mark of the opening quarter, the Imps 1-1-7. Birrgurra yet the score. Greg Allen Farm Machinery scored here on Mix FM.
Woof. What about that, Pete?
Yeah, no, great, a great start for you, Drewy. You're 2 out of 2 for the last 2
Go
weeks.
to him first for the first goal kicker next week, Max.
Yeah, that's right. Let's see if he can do it again.
He's got to go last. We've got to make it harder for him.
That's what 4 of the last 5 I've tipped, I think, as well.
Hard to tip next week. We haven't got a game.
That's true.
It's been all in Imps half of the ground so far at the start of this game.
It has.
Speaking of blokes that's having a very good season.
Johnny Cass, he's having a wonderful year, especially his team that he barraged for in the AFL.
24 goals for the year. Jet Price having some sort of season. Given what he went through in 2024, it's great to see him playing some good footy. And the Cats go in another clearance. Scott, hand pass down to Stevens, hand pass in ball down to Cunningham. They're away now. Lovell just sort of threw it out really in the end. Ball around half forward here, but Durrock intercepts the hand pass down the Saints. Come away. It's a hand pass away now over the top to Bosley. He's kicked over the top looking for Hayward. Couldn't get there. Numbers getting back though there. Foster gets a hand pass away to Stevens. Just had a fumble. In fact, it was Whedon. Whedon kicked as he's pressured at the same time though. And Bryce takes the mark on centre wing. So goes short to Bosley. He marks and quickly wheels and goes. Goes towards half-foot. Good kick. Finds Williamson just outside 50. This is the problem they're going to have. Oh, Price come from behind and he's been done. No, play on to call. I thought he was going to play to holding the ball, but good umpiring in the end. It none of it comes out. A shot for goal for the Saints. Offline. That was Curtis.
He stole that hand pass. Turnover there from Imps deep in their forward line. They were lucky to get away with that.
One plays 1-1-7. Imps in front as Austin Arnold marks from the kick in from O'Shannessy. Schroeder's come up the ground. Good use of the body. Illegally according to the umpire. And a free kick will go to the Saints to be taken by Jarvis. This is young Will Jarvis on centre wing. As the Saints look to go forward again. Early stage of this opening term with Jet Price, the only goal kicker. Kick inside 50. Players fly from behind. No one can really take the mark. It's been punched through. And we're going to go a boundary throw in inside 50 here for the Saints, who just need to settle things down a little bit.
So Floyd and O'Shannessy's the match-up down there in deep in the forward line there for Birrgurra.
So boundary throwing to take place. Birrgurra do what they've set it up, like they did defensively against Alby. We were here a month or so ago. So trying to stop the Cats because they're ranked number 2 since round 4 for attack. And they're ranked number 1 in the competition for defence. Free kick being picked out off the football.
Darrick.
And it's going to go to Darrock for a block, I think it might have been.
Yeah, he was taken out of the contest there unfairly, so free kick was there.
So he'll go back from about 35 out on a slight angle. Speaking of youngsters having a terrific season, this is Woker's one of them, been a real shining light in season 2025. As Darrock comes in, puts it on its way, and it is good. The Saints get the first, a much-needed one just to settle things down. Hamish Darrock having some sort of first full year of senior footy, although he's 16. It's scary what he can do in the next few years or so. And just like that, we're all tied up at 1-1-7 apiece. 8.5 gone first quarter on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard here in his highly anticipated blockbuster game. That's his 7th goal for the year, Pete, and hasn't missed a game this year.
Yeah, no, he's having a good year. He's a strong-bodied little fella, even though he's only fairly young. But heard Dan Casey talking about the Falcons taking a bit more notice of some CDFL kids. He'll be one they'll have their eye on next year, I think.
Think good around the ground. South Colac 1-1-7. Lawn yet the score up the road at Eliminite.
Floyd in the centre.
So we've got the close one here. 7 apiece. Birrgurra and the Imps as Tanis thumps it out of that centre square. Bouncing balls, a chance now for Jarvis. He goes by hand. Gee, that was a Polly Farmer-like handball. Here's Bailey Scott, though. His handball wasn't good. He was collected straight after. Picked up there by Aussie Arnold. Hand pass was smothered. Bryce was tackled. And
yes, no surprising about
in
that
the back. So free kick will go the way of Birrgurra. And it's going to go to Pertz. Floyd's got it. So Ethan Floyd's got the free kick.
Yeah, he's a bit groggy too,
Dave
Ovens come out and said, nah, you're straight off.
Concussion protocols, you'd reckon there, as Floyd Sends the ball to centre half forward for Birrgurra. Oh, plucky mark.
Touch off the boot.
Touched off the boot, yep.
Oh, gee.
He's been good a couple of games we've seen Arnold, hasn't he?
Yeah.
That was a strong mark.
But not paid to the umpire, Pete.
No.
Umpire will throw it up on the 50. It was chancey now for Mick Foster. Got the hand pass to Cass.
Here
Got
we
it to
go.
Bailey Scott. He's going to put the afterburners on. Bangs it inside the forward 50. Schroeder's got
Good mark.
about 6 to beat, but an excellent mark there by Hadley. Class over centre mark of the day. It was an absolute beauty by Sam Hadley. And decides to get it on moving. Kick to centre wing. Darrell couldn't take the mark. Punches it towards Bosley. Couldn't gather it. Arnold got the hand pass over the top to Hutchinson. Just a sneaky hand pass to Jake the Snake Williamson.
Bang.
Couldn't get past a couple. And it'll be a ball up.
Oh, this first 10 minutes, I tell you what.
Yeah, feel like Birrgurra have gone up a gear now.
This is good football.
Top of the square, favouring Birrgurra's side of the ground. Foster's got the football, just gets the hand pass out. Here's Cashman. Gets out of the tackle, hands passes back to Williamson. Bit of a fight there for the football, but he just couldn't gather it. It'll be another ball up. Good start to this game.
Pete Stevcom stat, Mighty Mick Foster, 4 handballs so far.
4 handballs.
Ball up here. So, Jarvis wins the tap out, comes out to Darroch, got the hand pass out.
Oh.
Picked up here by Imps. It's going to be a free kick against Floyd.
Correct call.
So, chance here for Imperials across the half-back flank. Goes to centre wing. Wisby should mark this, and he does. On centre wing. So, Flynn Wisby's got the football. Plays on. Kicks to centre half forward. Over the head of Stephen. Chance now again for Hadley. Thumping kick. Big pack around this one, but it's going to be marked there by Ozzy Arnold, who's going to centre the kick for the Colac Imperials.
He centres the kick into the corridor to O'Shannessy, and he quickly goes inside 50. No mark taken. Good contest there by Lovell. Ball still in dispute. Stephen mops it up. Hand pass to Wisby. Check side for 35. Goff line. No mark in the goal square. By that, guess who? Bailey Scott. Look like Bailey Scott sort of come from nowhere, really. And he'll go back and she'll kick his first for the afternoon. And goal 26 for season 2025, which is a PB for a season for Bailey Scott. It's a goal of the day contender and also a premium group painting play of the day as well.
A Westvic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
He's third in the goal kicking the league at the moment. And there's a good feel about this game early. 2-1-13 the Cats. The Saints are 1-1-7. We have played 12 and a half minutes in this first quarter on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. Pete, that was well worked by Stephen out of that marking contest.
Yeah, and Flynn Wisby had the kicker, was curving like a little ripper. Would have went through, I thought, but it dropped a bit short, and Bailey Scott come from nowhere, and he's dangerous, isn't he? He's good in the air, he's good on the ground. He's good
everywhere.
He's just a class player, isn't he?
Good start to this game. End to end now.
Good football.
Birrgurra and Imps have clicked into gear. Around the ground, Saints to think order, Illawarra back 1-1-7. Simpson yet the score. Otway Districts 3-3-21. They lead Apollo Bay 1-1-7, and South are still 1-1-7. Lawn yet the score as Birrgurra clear it inside the forward 50. Bouncing ball over the head of Bryce. Hutchinson's been moved to full forward as O'Shannessy kicks off the ground. It goes about 40 metres forward.
Come on.
Oh, no, it's gone out of bounds. Deliberate Dino Tevlin, even though he kicked it 40 metres in the clear.
Oh,
Get Dino off the ground and let him know it's country football, not the AFL, as O'Shannessy takes the mark in defence anyway.
Bit stiff. Very stiff.
Extremely stiff. As the Colac Imperials going to work it out of defence again. Arnold, kick looking for Melville. Melville had to knock Jarvis off his perch around Cashman, but Cashman says no, thank you, and tackles him to the ground and wins himself a free kick, Lockie Cashman. So he's on centre win for Birrgurra. He's had a promising start to this game. He's going to play on. He's going to go inbound over the head of Curtis. He's trying to pick up the football.
Yeah.
And gee, they've been hot in the whistle, haven't they, these umps? What's the free kick count, AJ? Thanks to Stevcom.
6 to Imperials, 5 to Birrgurra.
So free kick again to the Imps. Across the half-back line.
Oh, no.
He gets around his opponent, though, then bangs it forward. It's a fluttering kick off Williamson, trying to gather the football for Birry. It's going to be another ball up on centre wing.
So just repeat those Stevcom stats, boys. Imperials 6 free kicks, Birrgurra 5.
So 1-1-7, 2-1-13 Colac Imperials over Birrgurra. Foster just gets the hand pass out.
Get him in the State of Origin squad for Sydney on Wednesday night.
And it's going to be a free kick to Cashman. So Cashman's on centre wing. Looking to go forward. Lockie Cashman kicks the ball inside the forward half of Birrgurra. Offense, good mark. It's got to be paid. Bailey Scott, Class A, the centre mark of the day.
Doing it at both ends at the moment. He goes inboard to Brody Stevens. And the defensive side of the square goes short to Foster. He quickly dishes it off by hand now. They're going to run through Burnett. Kicks inside 50. Balls to the back. Here's a chest from Melville. He can pick up the football. He does. Runs it open goal. Great pressure. He was bumped as he kicked there by Hanley. And it's gone through for a behind. Well done. Good football there.
Great work there from Hanley. He just put in the hard yards and managed to knock him off balance just as he kicked.
So they go to 2-2. Saints 2-1. As the ball's now going to the centre of the ground. Coming through on that occasion there, Foster took the contact with him. Being tackled, and we're going to get a ball up. The one with the delivered, that's probably not the worst decision you'll see over the weekend. The one last night with Lake Alair. If that's not the first free kick you'll ever see, I'll go, hey, ball's gone towards half full for the Saints. Arnold needs to compete on this occasion, but the umpire's paid a free kick, and it's going to go to the Cats. The kick to be taken by Foster. This is Brad. He goes, switches play to the outer side. That's a good kick to Cunningham. He was terrific in that interleague game a few weeks ago now. Sort of feels like yesterday it was being played. He goes on. It was I don't know what you call that kick. It was a bit of a strange kick, but Bryce mops up here for the Saints. Hand pass in board now. Darroch, centering kick, not a great one there. Whedon, well played. McKay, back to Whedon. I did throw through traffic. Hand pass to Tannis. He wasn't even looking, but he got the ball. Here goes wide. It's a good kick and finds Stephen Cass. In game 2:06. And he goes towards half forward. That's a nice ball. No mark taken on an occasion there by Burnett. He got taken high, surely. And he did. And he's going to win himself a free kick.
Yeah, a bit careless there.
In fact, it comes out now back to Cass. He kicks towards the hot spot. Stevens come barging through. Good mark. Taken in now is Hanley. Class A, the centre mark of the day. Both defence on song so far. He goes out wide, and the Saints are going to settle it for Cashman. He's going to go back dangerously, and Jarvis marks last line of defence for Birri.
So Jarvis now kicks out of defence, looking for Bosley. Got it. So those Bosleys and the Hanleys in that defence, gee, they're brick walls, aren't they? But his kick wasn't good. Finds Stephen Cass. Cass goes inbound. Finds a teammate in Tannis. And Tannis has been run down by Darroch. Came behind him like a Liberian there, Pete.
He never
and he's off. And he's off to the races. Hamish Darroch, he puts it inside the forward 50 over the head of Arnold. Curtis picks up the football, slams it on the boot. It's rolling. Arnold gets it. Arnold snaps. And it's a goal at a contender.
A Westvic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
How was the run down by my man Hamish Darroch?
Yeah.
Pete set up that goal. Premium Group painting goal at play of the day as well.
Absolutely. 2-goal turnaround there. The Imps had the ball. Tannis was out and looked like he was had plenty of room to find a forward, but Darroch come from nowhere, run him down, earned the free kick, played on straight away, and bang. 2-goal turnaround.
That's Birrgurra football for you, 2025. Yep. That's how they play.
Oh, gee, this is shaping up nicely at the moment. Two good sides just going hammer and tongs.
No. Imps started off around the ball. They were on top early, but Birri have really evened it up.
So back in the middle we go. Schrader doing the ruck work. Wins the tap down, but it comes straight under the arms there of Wharton. He's kicked to centre half forwards, a bouncing footy. Well played in the end by Whedon. Just wanted a bit more. Took the tackle on. He took one on too many. And he's been pinned holding the footy. Well done by McKay. Held up in defence. So well done there in the end by Coop McKay, because the Saints were away again. Kick. Oh, that's a dangerous ball. Well done by Foster. He took the contact with him. He goes out wider to Arnold. So Arnold now chipping ball, finds Wisby just on the land, just on the paint of the boundary line. He's going to chip it over the top, just short of Foster. It was well short of him, no boundary thrown right in front of the Birrgurra interchange box as we approach time on and what has been a super opening turn, probably one of the best ones for the year. It's 2-2 the Cats, 2-1 the Saints. Ball to be thrown in, smack bang on centre wing, broadcast side. One down on the end on that occasion there. Scott Good handball outside there to O'Shannessy. His kick was smothered off the boot, but he's going to quickly mop up. Well played. He goes inside 50. Here's the 3-on-1 inside. Melville has to beat there. Good mark. To the Saints. They're going to quickly play on nonetheless. Just missed Bosley. Comes out to Floyd. Back it comes now to Bosley again.
Oh.
Well smothered there by Wisby. Wisby mops up the footy. Hand pass there to Melville. This deserves a goal. He winds up and kicks the goal at a contender. What a goal by the Colac Imperials. Brilliant football.
A West Vic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
That was outstanding play and all set up by Flynn Wizzy, smothered on the half-forward flank. He set up for Melville, went from 40 and kicked truly. Oh, this is good. This is CDFNL footy at its absolute best. Imps are through 220, Saints at 2-1-13, 20 and a half gone first quarter. Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. Pete, that was sensational football.
You thought Wisby was out of that contest, but he just kept at it. And the smother. So there's the goal in reverse for Birrgurra. Got one off with that rundown tackle, and Imps have got one off the great smother there from Wisby.
Think order around the grounds. Elvie 3 goals, Eagles 2 goals, South Colac 2-2-14. Lawn yet the score as the Imps go forward. Melville with the footy. 60 out, winds up, kicks it right to the top of the goal square. Schroeder underneath this. Schroeder around one. Got the hand pass over the top. Here's a chance now.
Yes.
Open goal, and the Cats get another one.
Just
That's
like
an
that.
absolute ripper. I think it was Wheaton to kick that one. Goal at a contender anyway.
A West Vic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
There's some jumpers swapping here for the Colac
There is,
Imperials, so there's
but-
a few fines coming their way.
I might have to sort out with Carl, I reckon, at quarter time.
But that was a goal anyway, and they have just jumped the Saints now. They're 4 goals, 2-26 to 2-1-13. Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard.
A set up there from some strong play there from Ethan Schroeder, who really broke through the pack, and then Wheaton followed up and broke a tackle, and easy goal there, but too easy out of the centre square there.
Brody Stevens again.
Yeah,
They packed
he's-
it off the ground by foot, got it going forward. They took a mark through Melville, and that got the forward line going.
You can't let it come out the front so easy there, and Melville was just in the right spot there. Little forward playing in front like he should, and set up that goal.
So all of a sudden, they've doubled their score now.
Yeah,
Just
come
like-
from nowhere. 2 goals in 2 minutes.
Yep, just what you can do when you get that quick kick out of the centre and all hell breaks loose. Back in the middle we go. One down on that occasion by Wharton. Good tackle yet again, so the Imps have definitely lifted up a gear or so. And we've got a ball up here despite Bury throwing their best shots in the middle part of this term. And the Imps have responded with 2 goals in quick succession. Foster, good handball over the top. Melville got the footy.
Oh.
He got dumped after he got rid of the footy, but umpire gives you benefit of a doubt, and we'll get a stoppage. So the ball will be thrown up yet again here. We'll do some investigation at quarter time. We know Bailey Scott's number 7.
Yeah, so it's
There's
definitely
a
9.
37, there's a 38 out there.
We'll go sort it out at quarter time for Carl, the president. Ooh, Lippy. We'll get a ball up yet again. So the ball will be thrown up yet again here. Good crowd in. It's built like a final. And the Cats have responded well. Tannis hacked foot off the ground, but it works to perfection to Cunningham. Kick there. Here's an opportunity now with Lovell. Good handball to Cass. 50 metres out. Goes towards Schroeder. No, not mark taken by Hanley. Would have been a good mark. Oh, dangerous times here again for the Saints defence. They're working a try line at the moment. Hanley's tackled. Ball up. So the Cats really looking dangerous now. This is why they've been the form shot of the comp since round 4.
He's like Spider-Man, that Sam Hanley, isn't he? Just seems to get a hand in
20 metres out from goal. Floyd doing the ruck work. Gilly did a good job too. Ball spills out. It's a goal. It's a goal being kicked. I think it's Mackay. And the Cats have got 3 in a row and they're on fire. Goal at a contender.
A West Vic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
Willem Mackay has kicked the Imperials' third goal in a space of 4 minutes. And they have gone bang, bang, bang. In quick succession, all of a sudden, they're out to 19 points. 5-2-32. Birrgurra 2-1-13. Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard yet again, Pete, that the Imps midfield is starting to get on top.
Yeah, they are. Just too much space there at that forward line stoppage there that Mackay was just, he was free and just run out of the front of the stoppage and bang, easy goal. So they've hit the scoreboard hard in this last 5 minutes
You can
and
really
put a real
see
margin.
there's Ball's stuck in the tree.
Yeah, they're shaking the tree down there. George Stevens is giving it a good old shake down
Get
there.
Mick Paddock there.
Oh, no.
He'll fix it.
Oh, he's going into the tree.
Oh, he's climbed the tree.
Get the camera out, Max.
Where's Mick Paddock?
Have you ever seen that? George Stephen right now is in the tree and he's got the footy down.
Let's hope he can get down safely.
He's like Tarzan.
Pete, you can see how Imperials are playing such an attacking brand of football, can't you?
Yeah, no, they certainly like to hit the scoreboard, that's for sure.
Around the grounds, thanks to Thinkwater, South Colac 2-2-14 leading Lorne yet the score. So the Roos, good start there. Scores were level at Irrawilpi a moment ago, but LV lead 4 straight to 2 straight, while Irrawar Bowker 1-2-8 leading Simpson 1-1-7.
Just noticing now, boys, Bradley Scott's just experimenting now. Now he's playing as a loose man in defence.
Yeah, he was there for the last stoppage as well.
Otway 4-3-27, Apollo Bay 2-2-14. So around the ground. So back here, Haywood's been thrown in the ruck. And there's a chance now from Foster who's gathered the football, but he's tackled. So red hot the last 5 minutes for the Imperials. One moment it was 13 apiece.
Yeah,
we had the close one, and then it's been 3 goals apiece for 3 goals in a row for the Imps. So here's a chance now, picked up here by Bosley though. Bangs the ball for the Saints, but Scott's got the football and's taken the mark on defensive 50. So Scott kicks down the line, finds a teammate. The football now, so Texie boy Glennon's got the football at half-back, sends the ball now to centre-half forward. Haywood couldn't take the marks. There's a chance now for Hadley. Hand pass to Bosley. Hand passes to Bryce. Paddy Bryce kicks, but it's been straight marked there by Glennon again. He's going to wind up. He kicks the centre-half forward. Wasn't a great kick to our mystery 38. Comes back out to Hadley, who kicks the centre-half forward.
Free kick.
There is a free kick downfield.
Not allotted it, but free kick.
So Birrgurra is going to get the free. Just outside the 50, Nick Arnold sells a bit of candy, winds up. We've seen him kick a few against Elvie this distance. He goes back and he's kicked a super goal.
What a goal.
Goal at 8 contender to Nicky Arnold.
A Westvic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
That was an absolute corker. And they go to 3-1-19 Birrgurra. And the Colac Imperials, they're 5 goals, 2-32. That is on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard.
So we've seen Nick Arnold against Elvie kick 2 goals from outside 50, I think. So he was always a chance for there, but he played on and a nice finish there. There was a man on the line, but just couldn't quite get a touch on it, Max.
It was smart, wasn't it? Because Bailey Scott was a loose man in defence and there's no one kicking him. I thought, all right, with the Stern rule, he decided to go have a ping, and I thought, why not? And he took a risk, and it paid off. So he becomes the first multiple goal kicker of the game so far. Much needed goal for the Saints because the Imps were just starting to run away with this in this opening quarter. We'll get a ball up yet again. It's been some quarter of football. 8 goals have been kicked, with the Imps leading by 13 as we close in on quarter time. Stevens wins the tap out on this occasion. Cashman comes barging through. Lays a good tackle there on Gladden. Ball pin. We'll get a ball up just outside 50 for the Cats. As the ball just edging forward here. Next goal critical here, we think here. More critically, Birri cannot afford to concede a goal before quarter time. Zidbell did well through traffic. Just hacks the kick towards the centre of the ground. Good contest there. O'Shaughnessy well played. Hand pass to Scott. Scott's kicked. He was dumped enough to get rid of the footy. And a free kick will go to Wisby. Just don't need to do that, particularly when you're trying to... And there is quarter time. The Sirens beating them. An entertaining quarter of football. We expect it to be an entertaining one, and has certainly promises to be so far. At quarter time, in this highly anticipated game before the bye, 5-2-32 the Colac Imperials, leading Birrgurra 3-1-19. We'll take a break, back with the second quarter thanks to Maneuver Foods after this, because this game has got a really good feeling to it.
On Mix FM, this is CDFNL Live.
We kickstart the second quarter. Good punch on that occasion there. That might have been Jarvis. He got the footy and he hacked the kick inside 50. Hayward got to the front. Just got a bit of a Shane Warne leg break on that occasion. Oh, Foster had a fumble. Let's Arnold into it. Should be a goal. Well done by O'Shaughnessy. Saved a certain goal. Arnold is down. As Williamson lays a good tackle, got a ball up, and Arnold is very, very ginger to get up, and he might have caught one, I think.
Sensational play by O'Shannessy, Pete.
Yeah, no, he's just solid as a rock. He just doesn't. He thinks his way through things, doesn't panic.
Mr. Reliable, isn't he? Stevens hacks to kick forward with an occasion for the Cats. McKay just had a fumble under no real pressure at all. He creates a stoppage.
Arnold's still feeling a bit sore down there, but he's up on his feet.
Dave Abenert there, just checking in to see he's okay, but he looks like he's going to continue. O'Shannessy just gives him a pat on the back to check if he's okay. Coming through now, Curtis had a fresh air shot. Zidebell. Arnold all over the footy likewise with Price. We'll get another ball up here. Like I said, this is when the second quarter, when the last time there's two sides played, when the Saints really put the foot down. They've got a challenge on their hands this afternoon. Zidebell hacks the kick. It's high and long. O'Shannessy got to the front. No one had a fresh air shot, really. Floyd lays a very good tackle. Ball spilled out. No, we'll get a ball up there. Umpire Lockie Searle very quick to put the whistle to the mouth, and we'll get another ball up. It's a bit of a stoppage start central here in this second quarter. Haywood won the tap. O'Shannessy quickly got tackled straight away. We'll get another ball up.
Can still get his hand on the ball, Haywood, can't he, when he contests the ruck?
Yeah, he's great.
Bit of a slow start to this second quarter here, but Saints is in scoring distance.
So Haywood wins the tap out. Floyd out of the stoppage, kicks a real high up and under one. And it's going to be marked by Whedon's got the mark. So I don't know if it went the distance. It definitely went the height.
Oh.
Switch to O'Shannessy, just keeps it alive. So Luke O'Shannessy got the hand pass over the top to Price. His kick was actually pretty good. It was a bouncer, dribbler to Cass, who got it to Bailey Scott. Hand passes to McKay. McKay now kicks the centre half forward over the head of 38. Here's a chance now for Hadley. Picked up the football. Hand pass now to Tannis, who's going to, also Wisby. It's going to be a free kick. It's going to go to Birrgurra, though.
Yeah, we've got one late off the contest there.
So Hadley for Birrgurra. Way, that way. Does a bit of a pirouette. Goes it over top to Hamish Darroch. He got it to Floyd. Floyd now kicks it inside the forward 50 for the Saints. Can I get a mark?
Great mark.
One-hand slips catch.
Curtis,
class over centre mark of the day. He just put the mid out and it just fell into the glove.
It was Dom Dare-like, wasn't it?
That is
Used his body and
helped.
helped.
Yeah.
It was like he's in slips for Australia overnight at the West Indies. Absolute ripper. And Curtis will go back in the left forward pocket and try and get the Saints' fourth goal of the afternoon. So it's been a promising start to this second quarter. He's about 15 out. He goes back and he's hit the post. Undoes his ripper of a mark, but that was a beauty. And they go now to 3-2, 20 Birrgurra. Colac Imperials 5-2, 32. Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard 3.5 gone in this second quarter on the Richardson Real Estate time clock.
Arnold goes short to Foster. Good size for a young fella. Playing in a really tough position, a key position, particularly early in his career. And he thumps the kick long. J.D. Stevens has to compete on this occasion. Did okay. Bailey crunch. Should have been on the footy. Not paid. Ball spilled out to Bailey Scott. He's chipping ball. Nice chipping. All over the top. Finds Schroeder. And Cats are going to come away with it again. He switches play. Wisby there. Well played by Bosley. But Wisby kept his foot on the ground. But his hand pass. He's coughed that one up. And they're going to turn it over here. Bryce. Camp all over the top now to Williamson. He's got all the time in the world to pick the footy up, which he does. He's got numbers inside. 50. Good kick. And finds Floyd just inside the field of play. He's on the right side for a left footer though.
Ooh, you wouldn't discount him. Take a damn good kick from here.
He's going to go on Duff from 48. Has a ping. He has a ping, all right. That is a ripper. Ethan Floyd has kicked the goal at A contender. What a ripper.
A West Vic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
I said, stuff this, I'm going to wind up from 48. And the moment he left the boot, he started putting his finger up and said, I'm home and hose. Birri get the first goal of the second quarter. They're 4-2-26. Imps are 5-2-32. Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. Pete Mulhera.
I'm back in form.
Back in form, Pete.
Because I was terrible last week predicting whether they could kick him or not. But we know he's an above-average kick. That's been a little bit not generous enough, but he's a beautiful kick of the footy, isn't he? And great finish there.
Deserve another farm for that.
Yeah, I do, don't I?
All right, back in the middle here, game on. 1 goal of difference here. It's going to be a free kick to Darroch. He's had a blistering start to this big game here at Birrgurra. Darroch in the middle, goes down the line to half forward. Couldn't take the mark, was Jacob Snake Williamson. Surely got the free kick, got it out to Arnold. Arnold sends it inside the forward 50 again for Birrgurra. Hayward got knocked off the ball. It's in the left forward pocket. Floyd lurking. Floyd's trying to keep it alive. Has to get around the tackler. Got the hand pass over the top.
Out of bounds.
He was out of bounds. Just, gee.
Was all over it,
That boundary umpire earning his couple of bucks. Around the ground, thanks to Thin Quarter South Colac 3-2-20, Lawn 2-1-13.
Good game.
So a ball up deep inside the forward 50 for the Saints. 1 goal the difference here. Hayward wins the tap out. Here's Hutchinson. He was tackled by Tannis. Off hands. Chance in out for the Imperials through Wisby. Wisby, he gets the hand pass out. It was in for Hope. It's going to be turned over. Cunningham's there. Melview's there as well. He kicks off the ground. Melview. Here's a chance now for Darroch trying to gather the football. Hadley's got the football now. Backwards hand pass to Bosley. Bosley now kicks the centre half forward for Birrgurra. Rolling football. Here's a chance now for Tannis. Tannis gathers the football. He kicks and finds Schroeder man. So Schroeder's taken the mark. Couple of kicks away from goal. He goes in short and finds a teammate as Glennon Tex sends the ball across their 50 looking for Wisby. Couldn't take the mark. There's a free kick to Birrgurra. It's going to go to Paddy Bryce at half-back for the Saints. They're 26, Imps 32. It's like a tennis match at the moment. End to end. Arnold couldn't take the mark. This is Aussie Arnold. Aussie Arnold now kicks. He's got straight in the hands. Who was that? He tripped over his own. It was Jarvis.
Shadow, has he?
Jarvis took the mark and he tripped over his own leg there.
He might have fair to
The old Dustin Fletcher legs. As Jarvis, he's kicked, finds a teammate there in Broughton. And Jackie Brogan, the surfer boys I like to call him back in the day. I used to work with him at Pieces with Attitude about a decade ago when he was about 14.
Dino's kicked the kids out. He's kicked.
Oh, no.
Kids. Hey, what have you
Dino.
done?
Probably cancels Christmas as well.
Short ball, it's back inside defensive 50. Harry Jarvis goes back in board. So just under the kick. This is Kurzman. He goes over the top further. Finds Hanley. This is Cooper Hanley. Been very impressive with him this year. And decides to kick to the wing. Arnold worked his way to the front there, bounces off his chest. Tannis mops it now for the Cats. He kick inside 50. It's a poor entry. And Hanley has another crack and he marks it just inside defensive 50. He goes short, inboard. Finds Bosley. Lockie Bosley. Back edge of the square. He switches play to the outer side. Stevens did really well. Created a spoil and won the footy. He tried to break out of the Bryce tackle. He did okay. Foster tried to punch it forward, but it didn't really work out nicely enough. Ball comes out now to Whedon. Whedon snapping ball to centre wing position there. Williamson attacked it nicely. Hand pass didn't hope really, but it's okay to Hayward. Hand pass missed the target altogether. Coming over the top, Aussie Arnold is tackled over the line by Zidebell. And we're going to toss it back into play. Gee, this is a fun football game to watch at the moment.
Yeah, both sides have had their chances. Imps have been a little bit careless with that last kick inside 50 in the last 5 minutes. A few turnovers there that were scoring opportunities.
About to tick past the 9-minute mark of this second quarter with the Imps leading by 6 points. Foster, hand pass was smothered. Mopped up by Cunningham. He just hacks the ball long up to a centre half forward, but Hanley again getting back in the hole. That's Cooper takes another mark. He's been told to go. Gets around Schroeder nicely. Good kick into the corridor. Finds Jarvis. This is Harry. Defence is side of the centre for Birrgurra. He's going to kick it to left half forward. That's a poor kick. Foster punches the ball away, but it works for the Saints, however. Mosley went to ground. Didn't need to. Foster's been impressive. He did drag it in. He's got a issue. He got away with it just in the nick of time. Ball up. Gee, this is a fun game of footy to watch at the moment.
Hey, mighty Mick Foster, 8 handballs.
Yeah, just Diesel Williams-like, isn't he?
He's
Just
indeed.
keeps pumping it out.
Ball up on the edge of the square at centre half forward for Birrgurra. Jarvis over the top, wins the tap down. He hacked the kick forward and inside the forward 50. Zibel mops up. Hand pass back to Whedon. Had a fumble. He had a fumble. He's well tackled by Cunningham. And we'll get a ball up 49 out for the Saints goal, who are looking dangerous again at half forward.
10 gone. Second quarter on the Richo Real Estate time clock. Around the ground, Saints and Thin Quarter South 26, Lawn 19. So tightening up there at Eliminite. Here's a chance now for Foster. Hand pass wasn't good. Hutchinson bangs it inside the forward 50 for Birrgurra. Here's my man Hayward. Turn of speed was electric, but his kick wasn't great. It's been marked there by O'Shaughnessy.
Point.
Oh, it's gone through from behind. So he kicks out of defence. Scott takes a good, courageous mark.
And that should have been 50.
Yeah,
Bailey Scott is going to switch down the line in the middle of the ground. George Stephen had to get the footy back in that first quarter, shake the tree to get the footy back. So not all heroes wear capes, George Stevens, but it's a chance now for Birrgurra down the line. So it's 4-3-27 the Saints, 5-2-32. It's that quick. We can't even read out the score at times. Ball kick now is Aussie Arnold.
mark.
He's going to be paid the mark. He punched it, then just took the mark straight after.
Yep, you're allowed to.
So a good class harvest centre mark of the day. The two Arnolds are playing well for the respected sides. Aussie for Imps and Nick for
No.
Birrgurra, but then Aussie just shanks it out of bounds on the full. Bit of a clanger of the day moment there.
Tell you, both
A
sides just need
Barrow legal clanger of the day.
both sides just need a timeout at the moment. It's just panicking. Really, aren't they?
So they've had a Red Bull. They've all got wings in this second quarter. Here's Floyd. Floyd's going to go inbound for Birrgurra. Paddy Bryce has got the ball. He's going to switch it to the Andrew Kelly side wing. Being marked here by Bosley. He's going to go by hand.
Oh, no.
Finds a teammate there in Jarvis. Backwards back to Bosley. Bangs it back inside the forward 50 for Birrgurra. Almost, it's going to be marked by Cass. Stephen Cass. Class harvest centre mark of the day at halfback for the Imps.
So Cass decides to weigh his options, and he kicks Stephen. Good mark. Shouldn't be paid the Jarvis. Doesn't matter, though. Cashman mops up for the Saints. Good pressure being a ride. That's a poor kick. It's a turnover fest at the moment. Foster. Chipping ball finds Bailey Scott. That should be nearly 50. He held him up for too long.
Mighty Mick, one kick, Pete.
Yeah, on the board.
Yeah, 100% efficiency.
Yes, 100%.
As Scott's been told to play on. And he caught one too for his troubles. He goes short, finds Brock Stevens. So Stevens now just weighs his options. So he decides to go long up the line. Coming through to the side, Whedon, but Hanley did well, read it well off the kick yet again. In fact, it's Bosley, and he took a really good mark yet again. So both sides defensively doing a good job at the moment. That kick might not be as good either. Good mark or free kick, take your pick. Stevens took a really good mark. Class harvest centre mark of the day, and he got earned as he kicked as well. He's going to centre it to O'Shannessy. Mark or free kick doesn't really matter. So O'Shannessy goes over the top. Melville has to get there. Good mark. Class harvest centre mark of the day. He quickly dishes it off to Bailey Scott. He has time. He mopped up the football there. Didn't have the footy. And a free kick will go to him. 65 metres out from goal. Not happy with the treatment in there, and understandably so.
He's copping a bit, isn't he? They are really getting into it.
Yep. So Bailey Scott now. He tries to go inside 50. Stephen has to get there. Floyd there couldn't quite take the mark, but Cashman mops up yet again for the Saints. The bounce.
Great tackle.
Should be holding the footy, and it is. George Stephen was outstanding. Great football there by George Stephen.
That's a free kick.
Now, what's going on here?
What's going on?
And it was a free kick to the Colac Imperials. I think Berry weren't aware of it whatsoever.
They thought it was their free kick. Drew.
It's holding the footy every day of the week.
Jake the Snake Williamson coming off looking not so great.
No, he might have got one on the Bryce, I think it is. So George Stephen to take the free kick here. So, like I said, both sides just need a timeout at the moment just to settle things down. That's a good kick. And finds the class in Bailey Scott. Beautiful kick and a beautiful lead. He'll kick from 48 metres out, but he's out 5 in from the boundary.
Drew, just on the Stevcom stat sheet, Bailey Scott now 7 marks.
He can do it all, can't he?
He can.
Yeah, so tough kick from here, but if anyone's going to kick it, it'll be Bailey Scott.
So he's already kicked one. Bailey Scott. One of the favourites for the Marnie, probably the favourite as it stands right now.
Better on the run though, Drew.
Don't start with that rubbish again. He comes in.
Right.
He's seen 48 metres out. 5 in from the boundary. Puts it on its way. He said, what rubbish are you on about? And Bailey Scott says, get stuffed, Matt. And he kicks a goal at A contender.
A West Vic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
As Bailey Scott says, have some of that. He kicks his second. 14 minutes gone in his second quarter, and the Imps get the quick reply, and they go to 6-2-38. Birrgurra, a 4-3-27. Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard.
Just a class finish there from Bailey Scott. So we've got two of the best kickers in the CDFL out there today. Ethan Floyd kicked that beautiful goal earlier in the day, and Bailey Scott says, here you go, this is what I can do, and goes back and kicks one just as good.
Stepcom stats, Bailey Scott, 12 kicks, 4 handballs, 7 marks.
Think good around the ground. 0 Warraback, 3-5-23. Simpson 2-3-15. South Colac 4-2-26. Lawn 3-1-19. So back in the middle here. Be another stoppage and another ball up. LVR 6-2-38, Eagles 2 straight 12, and Otway Districts 7-5-47 to 4-1-25. So a high score at the Bay as Bosley lets the ball loose. It's going to be a free kick to Birrgurra at half back. They quickly move it on through Zybel, kicks the centre half forward, bounces away. There's a chance there for Haywood up against Whedon, and it's going to go out of bounds. And a boundary throwing in the left forward pocket. Well, they are. I think that's just what they need, don't they? He's their prime target up forward. They can sort of knock him about. He's not going to take the mark, is he?
A couple of ribbon games in Apple, boys. Birrgurra 61 have defeated the Colac Imperials 59, and LV 56 defeated Western Eagles 54.
Oh, gee, a couple of good games.
All right, boundary throwing just inside the forward 50. Haywood wins the tap out. It's a chance now for the Imps, but it's tackled and we another ball up.
Gee, the tackling's been good today, hasn't it?
Physical game.
Yeah, it is
Real
a physical game.
Fire throws it back up again. Stevens wins the tap out. Chance for Price. Knocked off the ball. I think he's going to get a free kick without the footy. So Price was tackled by Holt. So free kick will go to Jet, who's doing a bit of work into the defensive half of the ground at the moment. As Drew alluded to, he's having a very good year. This year, second in the goal kicking for the Imperials. As I said, playing up the field a bit here. It's the Imps now on the wing. Here's a chance now for Bailey Scott. What number mark on the Stefcom stat sheet, AJ?
8.
He's on 8. So, world record pace. Bailey Scott is going to try and sell the candy, but ends up just banging the ball to centre half forward. Big pack around this one. And Jarvis just can't reach it as it goes out of bounds. And a boundary throwing right in front of Bay 13 here at Birrgurra in the social rooms here. All crashed up against that fence. I know they're packing like sardines in that
8
area.
marks and a half, Pete. That's Charlie McCartan numbers, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's he's been all over the place.
Boundary throwing. About 60 out from the Imps goal. Stevens wins the tap out. McKay's lurking. He's got the football here, but he's tackled here by Bosley. And it'll be another ball up.
Birrgurra's defence has been outstanding this quarter. They've been under a lot of pressure, but their intercept defenders, they mark above their height, don't they, the boys down there?
They do. 11 points the margin, 38-27, favour of the Imperials. Imps are in their forward half again. It'll be another boundary throwing just inside their forward 50 in the right half forward flank. 4-3-27, 6-2-38. It's been a pretty even second quarter. Imperials walked into the quarter leading by 13 points. 11 points the margin now. It sort of just stopped a little bit. They both needed a timeout as Hadley just bangs the ball out of defence. Good mark by Holt.
Good mark.
Class over centre mark today, Connor Holt. And he'll try and put Birrgurra back to attack.
And they're going to do so because it's a 50-metre penalty for going through the mark. So
First one for a few weeks, Drew.
that one was there. He ran through the mark. Don't know what he was thinking that Imps played.
See, the two Arnolds are playing on each other now, boys. Match up down there.
Nightmare,
Yeah.
So he's got the footy now on centre wing. God,
Oh, what was that?
he stubbed his toe on the turf. Here's a chance there for Darroch. He's caught and will be holding the ball. Great football, and things are just starting to get a bit willing. The pressure, defensive pressure, is really lifted in this quarter, as you can really notice. As Price's goes inboard to Bailey Scott. How many marks is now, AJ? He's everywhere at the moment. He kicks into the middle of the ground, over the head of Melville. Glennon, I should say. Arnold mops up here for the Saints. Hand pass away to Cashman, caught. He hand pass back towards defensive 50. Puts Bosley under a bit of pressure. Ball caught. We'll get a ball up, and you can notice Imps' intensity around the footy has skyrocketed, Pete.
Yeah, no, they've controlled the game a little bit this quarter. The ball's been inside their forward 50 for a majority of the quarter.
Ball thrown up, one down by Jarvis. Price is lurking again. Hand pass back to Stevens. That's Brock. Camping ball. Here's a chance for Wisby. You know how dangerous he can be. Hand passed over the top to Bailey's got trouble here. Can he keep the ball in? Not quite. We'll get a boundary throw in there as well.
Jeez, they clearly look to Bailey. He's got every
They do,
opportunity.
yeah. They
Get it in his hands, Pete.
Yeah, it's a dangerous game to play because you give him a free kick down there and you nearly put it in the scorebook.
Anyone got any oil for Pete's chair? Squeaking again. I was wondering what that noise was.
Get the WD-40
Pete's swivel chair.
It's on the angle now. I'll have to,
Oh, there we go.
So it's
Nice.
sinking into
Boundary
the,
throwing.
now
Stephen
might-
doing
I
the
think
ruck
it's
work.
those potato cakes you
Wins
ate.
the tap
might
down.
be.
Coming through now, Stephen has another snap. Grab around the corner, but it's offline, out of bounds on the full. And it'll be another kick. So, low scoring quarter, but it's a tight affair. 6-2 plays 4-3, and we're in a time on in his second quarter thanks to Minerva Foods.
So it's a chance now for the Saints. What can they do? Can they get one before half-time? Bosley's got the footy now. Almost was going to be a turnover. Cashman picks up the footy. No, he ran out of tarmac. It'll be a ball up or ball in. So 21 minutes gone in this second quarter. It's been a good game of country football between these two sides. End-to-end stuff. We've had a full forward had to go up the tree and shake the football down. So we've had everything. Here's a chance now for Cunningham. Richie's boy puts it inside the forward 50 for the Imperials. Here's a look in. Snap from Stephen. That was the man that had to jump the tree. Shake it, but it's gone through for a behind. Georgie boy Stephen. And the margins are clear. 2 goals. 6-3-39, 4-3-27. So the margin was 13 points. At quarter time, it's 12 points at half time. 6-3-39, 4-3-27. It's been a ripper. That first quarter went for about 27 minutes. That one went for 21 and a half. So
Only two
different
goals.
timekeepers.
Only 2 goals were kicked in that quarter.
Yeah, so we had 8 goals kicked in the first quarter, I think, and only 2 goals that quarter.
Yep, 1 goal apiece. So, pretty good game of football around the grounds. Thanks to Thinkwater South Colac. 5-2-32 leading Lawn 4-1-25 in a thriller there. And that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And Illawarra back 4-3-27. 3-7-25. They lead Simpson 2-3-15. And Alvia leading the Western Eagles 38-12. We'll take a break. Half-time report will be straight after this, so stay tuned here on Mix FM.
On Mix FM, this is CDFNL Live. Cold Southwest mornings are a challenge, so we've teamed up with McDonald's Colac to help kickstart your day with a free barista-made coffee from the cafe. Weekday mornings, listen in to Mix Brekkie just after 7 a.m. And if the current temperature is less than 9 degrees, you get a free medium McCafe coffee. Collect before 8 a.m, limit 1 per customer. Below 9 and it's free on Mix Brekkie. Thanks to McDonald's Colac. Try McCafe's new blend today. Smoother, bolder, better.
Book an appraisal with Ray White Camperdown during the month of July and go into the draw to win a $1,000 voucher to shop locally. Visit raywhitecamperdown.com.au. Local experts, real results, the Mix FM Business of the Month.
Upgrade your property with West Vic Garage Doors, your trusted roller door experts. Say goodbye to outdated squeaky doors and hello to style and security. Did you know if you have a pre-existing garage door, you can have it serviced every 12 months to maintain your warranty? Get in touch with the team at West Vic Sheds to make an appointment. West Vic Garage Doors, based at West Vic Sheds and Garages, Princes Highway, Colac West. Check them out on Facebook today.
Discover a smarter, faster, greener way to build with Echidna Built, a new standard in modular construction. Eco-friendly, high-quality modular buildings, tailored solutions for modern living and working. Perfect for expanding your home or growing your business. Design options range from 1 and 2 bedroom second dwellings or 2, 3 and 4 bedroom homes. Crafted with meticulous detail, every module blends modern aesthetics with sustainable practices. Echidnabuilt.com.au, part of the CMTP Group.
House the Agri Agricultural Contracting. Supplying, carting and spreading fertilisers and lime in bulk or bins. Even spreading your effluent ponds to the paddock via an umbilical system. Palsty Agricultural Contracting. 0409 3300 79.
Timboon Motors are now Mahindra dealers. Mahindra have a great range of sport utility vehicles engineered for adventure with a 7-year warranty and roadside assist on most models. Mahindra, rugged, reliable and excellent value. Test drive today at Timboon Motors. LMCT 2032.
Your club delivers on the field. Think Water Colac delivers water solutions, serving the southwest for over 25 years. Irrigation and filtration systems to pumps and rainwater tanks, and your local experts in solar pump systems. Think Water Colac. They do water well.
Ben Spokes at We Spoke Insurance Specialists can come to you with the ideal insurance to protect what matters most. You'll get market-leading personal service and advice with We Spoke Insurance Specialists. Find them on Facebook. Authorised representative of PSC Connect Proprietary Limited. Please consider all terms and conditions.
Mowers are in stock and available now from Mark Benton Farm Machinery Repairs Simpson, your authorised Ferris and Victor dealer. Ferris and Victor zero-turn mowers offer a smoother ride, delivered by 2 or 4-wheel independent suspension together with a steel fabricated deck. Both brands are quality built and made in the USA. They also carry a range of belts and blades for other mower brands and stock a large range of 4-ply and 6-ply ATV and side-by-side tyres. Mark Benton Farm Machinery, 580 Sunday Ridge Road, Simpson.
Looking for building materials? Look to ENRA Parlour Home Hardware of Simpson. Find a huge range of timber, roofing, plumbing and electrical line.
Chancey now again for O'Meara. Can he keep it alive? He does. Oh, Stancy!
Oh, what a goal!
An absolute beauty!
That's goal of the day.
Premium Group Painting, play of the day, and goal of the day. Couldn't take the mark. McKenzie gets the ball for Otway. Hand pass straight goes to Dynhoven. Gets around his opponent on the right.
Here we go.
There's another ripper. Simpson are on fire here at Jelly Brands. A goal of the day.
He back in the side today. Kick inside 50's a poor one. It bounces to the back though. Momo lurking off the ground. And kicks Otway's first against the flow. And it's also a goal of the day.
It's the old school mentality. He's a good, genuine ruckman.
Oh, yes, please.
Flew high there.
He got over his team up. Ackley punches it forward inside 50. Ball off hand. Here's Reid. 45 metres out. He has a pack for the goal. And kicks a ripper. $31 on paid up in the pay-up queue.
Good body up here, the Tigers. He kicks, looking for Whopper. Has a couple to beat. It's not going to be good on the run. Whopper though, something is ball on the move. He's got ball on the move. He's goal. The Whopper mania strikes during the footy. Launches at the centre half forward. Sunbathed. Jelly Reid up against the boundary.
Yes!
And he kicks a ripper. He's kicked me the best goal of the day contender. Ball comes inbound. Here's a chance now for the Tigers. Hand passed over the top now. Chance for Reid. And Reid gets a second. Oh, what a goal. Mitchie Reid's on fire. And so are the Tigers.
He's marked it. He's been told to go, and he's asked to kick in the nice spot. Out comes Whopper. Got it. Play here for the D's. He runs about 10 metres. Kick is a good one. Finds Abraham just on the third bite.
Mate.
Absolutely it has, boys, but I'll get to that in a moment. As far as free kicks go, 12 in that first half to Birrgurra, 15 to Colac Imperials. 3 players, Pete, have 7 hit-outs to half-time from Birrgurra. Harry Jarvis, Joel Haywood and Marcus Wharton. On Colac Imperials side of things, 22 to Brody Stevens, couple to Ethan Schroeder and 1 to George Stephen to half-time. Major stats winners for the Colac Imperials side. Drew, you mentioned him. Bailey Scott, 14 kicks, 4 handballs, 9 marks to half-time, 18 disposals, so he's on course for a big day.
Oh, yeah.
Apart from him, Mighty Mick Foster, Pete Diesel Foster, 1 kick, 9 handballs, 2 marks, 10 disposals to half-time, 10 also to Flynn Wisby, 5 kicks, 5 handballs, 3 marks, 10 also to Luke O'Shaughnessy, 8 kicks, 2 handballs and 4 marks. On Birrgurra's side of things, 10 in that first half to Lockie Bosley, 6 kicks, 4 handballs and 3 marks. Apart from him, 9 also to Will Jarvis, 8 kicks, 1 handball and 3 marks. Those leading stats winners on the ground at half-time. Thanks to Stepcom Drew.
Thank you, AJ. I think that's a perfect segue to our still player of the first half is going to be, because I think it's a no-brainer, Pete.
Yeah, it might be that one Bailey Scott.
He's just doing whatever he wants, can't he?
He can. Look, he's their leading goal kicker, but he spent the majority of that quarter playing loose man in the back line there for a while too.
He played a little bit of that in the first quarter as well, just sort of experimenting a bit more.
But they certainly have haven't given him any free space. They've made him earn every kick, but he's just all class, isn't he? Beautiful finish.
He just handles attention so well.
He does. You don't see him react or anything like that, so you hope the umpires do the right thing.
It's an extremely physical game all over the ground, Peter.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, the tackling's been pretty intense all over the ground. Both teams are that type of teams that they're really intense in their tackling, but Birrgurra can thank their backline really. But it's the style that they play, isn't it? They get numbers back behind the ball, they defend really grimly, and then they'll get you on the slingshot going forward. Yep. And when they move the ball, they move it so well, and they can score so freely from deep down back, more so than any other team that we've seen play this year.
Who's going to be the game changer in the second half, boys? If you look on both sides, there's plenty of them that can do so.
Yeah, well, from Birrgurra's side, Ethan Floyd's probably the player that, if he can really fire up, he was good in that first half, but if he could really get off the chain and bounce back, and then Bailey Scott, of course, he's going to be the game changer if he continues to play like that. It's hard to see Birrgurra run over the top of Imperials here.
Yeah, the premium group painting player of the first half. There was so many good plays. There's been good tackling. There's been some good plays. There's been some ripping goals. Pick one out, Pete, because there's countless of them.
Oh, I liked Ethan Floyd's goal from out on the boundary line.
That
was a ripper and really kept Birrgurra in it.
Drew, just in front of us, Flynn Wisby smothering the resulting goal.
Yeah.
George Melville was a ripper
just
too.
out of nowhere because Birrgurra were out.
Yeah, there was a couple there, and then there was the banana kick that went into the goal square that Bailey Scott ended up marking, I think, and kicking a goal there too as well. So there's been some really outstanding passages of play.
Yeah, exactly right there. We'll go around the grounds thanks to Thinkwater here. I'll mention the A-grade netball first because it was a big result here, and it's going to be some good news for you or about because at the moment they lead Simpson 26-15. South Colac 37, lead Lawn 27, which is a big game for both sides really because they're both knocking on the door for that fifth spot coming into the bye. Birrgurra 61 came from behind in a ripping game, and netball defeated the Colac Imperials 59. That puts them 2 points outside third position as it stands right now. And Elvin knocked over the Western Eagles in a tight one also, 56-54. And of course, we'll keep you updated on what's going on between the Bay and Otway districts. You would think they'd be pretty firm favourites in that game. You would think are Otway, who were very, very stiff last week against Simpson as well. In the footy today, South Colac 5-2-32, lead Lawn 4-1-25. That's at half time. Benny Cox and Bailey Mumberson got 2 goals apiece. Otway Districts are 7-5-47, lead Apollo Bay 4-1-25. Illawarra Bag 4-8-32, lead Simpson 2-3-15. And LV 6-2-38, lead the Western Eagles 2 straight 12. In some GFL in the Hamden League, got our Interleague today. They take on Ballarat. And Ballarat up by about 20 points as kids are getting a bit willing out there at the moment. In the GFL at the moment here, of course, as well. Colac taking on Grovedale. Of course, it's a split round this round in the GFL at the moment. And they're doing a dead set number on Grovedale at half time. It's 10-10-7 into Colac Tigers. In the clash of the Tiger, the leading Grovedale 1 behind 1 point. Josh Garner, Adam Garner have kicked 2 goals apiece so far. Other the grounds also. Bell Park 6-4-40, lead Newtown 4-4-28. South Barmond 11-9-75, lead Geelong West Giants 1-8. And St Joey's 13-16-94 to North Shore 1 behind 1 point. There's a game tomorrow at Anthony Costa Oval between St Mary's and Leopold, which should be a cracker. That one, of course. A couple of last premiers, of course, as well. And Lara take on, who did Lara take? St Albans next Saturday. That's also the other game there. And the AFL, before we go to a break, game, I think it's just finished at Marvel Stadium between the Gold Coast Suns and Essendon. And it was a 41-point win to the Suns. They won 18-7, 1-15 to the Bombers, 11-8, 74, 6 goals to 1 in the final term. In the end there. Ben
Can
King
you just repeat that one for Tide Foster?
Reid with 3, Josh Caddy, Nate Caddy should say with 3, Archie May with 3, Zach Merritt leading possession getter. Back in the midfield, he finished up with 40 possessions.
Big day.
Geelong and Richmond to come in the next 50 minutes. We'll take a break here on CDFNL Live, back with the Sports Power Colac third term. Yeah, this could go down to the wire. It's shaping up to be a beauty. It's 6-3-39, lead Birrgurra 4-3-27. Back with the third term after the break from Birrgurra here on CDFNL Live this afternoon.
On Mix FM, this is CDFNL Live.
Looking to buy your first home? Troy here from Richardson's Real Estate. The First Home Guarantee is a government initiative helping eligible buyers purchase with as little as 5% deposit and no lender's mortgage insurance. That's right, just 5% down, you could be on your way to home ownership sooner. With new incentives in place, now's the time to start planning your property journey. Contact the team today to learn more and get to finding your dream home. Richardson's Real Estate, Colac's most trusted opinion.
Bobcat.
That's a name worth roaring about. FSR Equip is the authorised Bobcat dealer for Southwest Victoria and specialist for Bobcat mowers and compact tractors. From the residential ZT2000 to the commercial grade ZT7000, Bobcat mowers provide a flawless cut every time. Need more muscle? Bobcat compact tractors are built to tackle any job with ease, from mowing to heavy lifting. Follow the sound of the roar and get to FSR Equip. Hugh Murray Drive, Colac East. Bobcat, one tough animal.
At Sports Power Colac, we're strong supporters of local footy and netball. We've got everything you need for the season. The most popular shoes, boots, socks, shorts, compression gear, balls and more. This football and netball season, see us at Sports Power Colac, your local experts.
Palsty Agricultural Contracting, supplying, carting and spreading fertilisers and lime in bulk or bins. Even spreading your effluent ponds to the paddock via an umbilical system. Palsty Agricultural Contracting, 0409 3300 79.
Timboon Motors are now Mahindra dealers. Mahindra have a great range of sport utility vehicles engineered for adventure with a 7-year warranty and roadside assist on most models. Mahindra, rugged, reliable and excellent value. Test drive today at Timboon Motors. LMCT 2032.
Is home or business security on your mind? Trust Stevcom, a fully licensed and accredited installer. They can plan the best security solution for you. Alarm, CCTV or door access control. Don't risk it. Choose Stevcom for peace of mind.
Ben Spokes at We Spoke Insurance Specialist can come to you with the ideal insurance to protect what matters most. You'll get market-leading personal service and advice with We Spoke Insurance Specialists. Find them on Facebook. Authorised representative of PSC Connect Proprietary Limited. Please consider all terms and conditions.
Mowers are in stock and available now from Mark Benton Farm Machinery Repairs Simpson, your authorised Ferris and Victor dealer. Ferris and Victor zero-turn mowers offer a smoother ride, delivered by 2 or 4-wheel independent suspension together with a steel fabricated deck. Both brands are quality built and made in the USA. They also carry a range of belts and blades for other mower brands and stock a large range of 4-ply and 6-ply ATV and side-by-side tyres. Mark Benton Farm Machinery, 580 Sunday Ridge Road, Simpson.
Looking for fencing products? Look to your local CRT store in Simpson. Find a large range of pine and steel fence posts, plus unlimited stock of wire products and electric fencing needs. Harlow's Home Hardware, Barrymore Street, Simpson.
Hi, it's Claire from Blue Water. Big changes are coming to our gym, and we're super pumped to share the news. From 4 p.m. on Sunday, July 13, Blue Water's gym will temporarily close as we install brand new state-of-the-art equipment, including being the first gym in Australia to feature the new Matrix upper body cycle. We'll reopen on Saturday, July 19, with a fresh, next-level fitness experience you'll want to try for yourself. At Blue Water, there's something for everybody.
Powered by Sports Power Colac, FSR Equip, KFC Colac and Minerva Foods. This is CDFNL Live.
Yeah, we got a big second half about to get underway here at Birrgurra. And it's the Saints 4-3-27, Colac Imperials 6-3-39. A 12-point ball game between these two sides. And we should have a cracking first half. In the first quarter, it was 5 goals to 3, but then that second quarter, it was just 1 goal apiece. But I reckon it's going to open up again in this premiership quarter. Peter Mulheron, what do you expect in this second half between these two great sides?
Well, I expect more breakneck footy again. It's been an absolutely breakneck game right from the start, hasn't it? Just the way both teams move the ball up and down the ground. There's no hesitation at all. Neither side's got a really dominant, tall marking player, so the ball is in constant movement. So I'm expecting that to continue. And let's see whether Birrgurra can get Imps on the slingshot, because that's the only way I can see them beating them.
Colac Imperials here. Cheers scored next to you, Pete.
Yeah, we have, haven't we?
So third term underway, thanks to Sports Power Colac here. Hope it's like what it was in the first half. Good football. Physical football, hope it's a sign of things to come when September arrives shortly as Bailey Scott lays a good tackle, but hacked forward by Bosley. Cass has got all the time, he slipped over in that artificial turf. Good enough to get the hand pass out to Price. He's tackled by Zidbell, and we'll get a ball up in the centre circles of the ground at the moment.
So Big Wharton in the ruck gets his hand on the ball a bit, AJ.
Spot on.
Stevens won it on this occasion, though. No one really had a fresh air shot. Hacked forward by Durra for the Saints up to centre half forward. Brock Stevens attacked the footy nicely. Did well through traffic. Just hacks to kick out of there up towards the outer side of the ground here. Cunningham over around the football, which is unusual. But he lies some good pressure. Comes out to Floyd, but he gave a hand pass away. Williamson back on the ground, which is good to see after copping a bit of a knock late in that first half. Ball pin will get a ball up on this occasion. Bailey Scott started the game as this quarter at centre half forward. Joel Hayward starting deep in the forward zone for the Saints. As Wharton picks up the footy, just hacks to kick forward up towards left half forward. Coming through to meet is Curtis. He was dispossessed in the tackle there by Stevens. Ball spilled out. Stevens over the top. Ball stayed in. Thought everyone went out of play, but the boundary umpire was right there. Says I'll throw it in. With the sun coming out yet again here. Because both sides, obviously everyone has a bye next week. It'll be nice and fresh. I think there'll be a lot of sore boys given how quick this game has developed into today. So both sides just starting off this second half a little bit slower than what we saw in the opening half. Stevens wins the tap. Zidbell was clean. Their hand pass was smothered off his chest. Wisby comes away. Oh, Cunningham was away, but he overrode the football. He was pushed out of the contest. Ball's in dispute yet again. And it's a ball pin job in the centre of the ground. We'll get another stoppage. So, bit of a slow start to this second half, with the Imps leading by 12 points.
Yeah, Cunningham was out there, but just couldn't get a handle on the ball.
Lockie Searle throws the footy up. Here's a chance now for Tannis. Out of this stoppage, he's kicked it from one wing to the other. Bouncing ball here. Grandstand side. Scott was there. Good work by Williamson. Comes off hands. Patrick Williams got the Whedon's got the football, and it'll be a ball up again. So on centre wing position here, no score yet in this second half. 27-39, Imps leading by 12 points. Coming of a contest now. Floyd out of this stoppage sends the ball inside the forward 50 for Birrgurra. Hayward couldn't take the mark. Arnold's going to claim it. Aussie Arnold. Thought Hayward had the first mitts on it, but Arnold's been paid the mark. So he's going to kick it out of defensive 50 for the Imperials on the outer side. Foster's got the football. Sorry, Cunningham's got it, I think, on the outer side.
Yep.
He works the ball
Good
now.
kick.
Excellent. Went over the head of Jamison. Tries to pick up the football. Tackled there by Floyd, and we a ball up between centre wing and half forward, favouring Imps attacking side on the Andrew Kelly Mansion side of the wing there here at Birrgurra. Another ball up here.
D. Jarvis full back at the moment.
Stevens wins the tap out. Melville with the football, trying to gather it. He does. Had his head taken off, so free kick to the Imperials. They're on the attack. He plays on. Georgie boy sends it inside the 450. And the other George. George Stephen takes a class over centre mark of the day. What a ripper. What a bullet pass there by Melville.
He had no right to mark that, didn't he?
Yeah, no, he caught the Birri defender by surprise because he come in from the side. The Birri defender was focused on the player in front of him, and Stevens just come in from the side and plucked it.
In the opening quarter, had to go up a tree and shake the tree to get the footy out after a goal. Here he is trying to kick one here now. He goes back and he snags it. Big first goal of the second half for the Colac Imperials. They go to 7 goals, 345. Birrgurra 4-3-27. And that is on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. 4 gone on this Sports Bowl Colac. Third quarter here on Mix FM.
I just about thought that ball was going to get stuck in the tree again.
You might have to go get it again.
Yeah, no, good start there for him. So to hit the scoreboard early, puts the margin back out to 3 goals now, so 18 points. So a nice little start there. But George Stevens, a very dangerous player up forward, isn't he?
Certainly is. So, Phil, all-important first goal of the second half to the Cats. It just gets a little bit of a buffer at the moment to start the second half. With George Stevens' first goal for the day. Took a strong mark, went back and kicked truly. Back in the middle. Wharton wins to tap down. Floyd, they moved him into the centre of the ground on this occasion. Cunningham did really well. Should have got a free kick, and in fact, he will get a free kick. Well played, Liam Cunningham. Got the ball, kept plattling forward, got held, got the free kick. So he's at centre half back. Oh, beautiful kick, and the Cats are out again. Here's Price, goes inside 50. Beautiful play, and that is a premium group painting player of the day contender. The kick from Cunningham was absolutely superb. And Price, he needed to hit the target in a fine strider. He'll kick from about 35.
Someone went to sleep there. Price had a paddock. He was just standing there on his own.
The foot skills of Imperials, Pete.
Yeah, they're very clean, aren't they?
Ethan Schroeder will go back. He's already kicked. Has he kicked the one behind so far today? From 30. And that is beautiful. That is superb kick. Gee, they're a fun football team to watch at the moment, the Colac Imperials. And the Cats have gone bang, bang to start the second half. And the margin all of a sudden is out to 24 points with danger signs looming. 8-3-51 to 4-3-27. Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. The kick from Cunningham.
Yep, spot on.
That has to be played today, Pete, because the vision he saw Price in the middle of the ground was absolutely first class.
Yeah, no, great play there from him. So to lower your eyes, have a look at what your options are, and Price just had a paddock there, and he's playing on ball, so someone was half asleep and let him just wander out the front there, and an easy mark there.
Think quarter around the ground. South Colac 5-2-32, Lawn 5-1-31. So tightening up at Eliminate. We're here. It's a big lead for the Colac Imperials. 4 goals, 8-3 to 4-3. Birrgurra go inside the forward 50. Can they snag one here?
Oh.
Arnold's going to get a free kick here, I reckon.
Yep.
So Nick Arnold, who's kicked a couple of goals so far this afternoon, will have a shot directly in front, about 30 metres out. He snagged one in the first quarter from about 60.
And I'm putting it in my scorebook.
Not the house, on the farm.
You didn't bring the white out today, did you?
Didn't bring the white out, though. Won't need it.
So this is a crucial shot for goal for Birrgurra. Nick Arnold goes back, and he has kicked Pete behind. Get the white out, Pete.
Whoa.
Get the white out, Pete.
Looked good off the boot.
It did, actually.
It did.
Yeah. So he's better. He's not better on the run, but he's better about 60 metres out. So they go to 4-4-28, 8-3-51. 23 points to margin, favour the Imps. It's gone out of bounds. And another boundary throw win. We've gone 7.5 in this Sports Bowl Colac third quarter. And, Birrgurra need to click into gear now as this game is going to get beyond their reach.
Hutchison's had a quiet day today.
Yeah, I haven't really noticed him, have you?
One kick, one handball.
Is he on the bench? Oh, he's at full forward now.
Here's Williamson. Jake the Snake's got the footy.
Unless he's got a little niggle.
Well, I just don't reckon the first month he really exploded in the league, and he just really hasn't. I don't know if the teams have nullified him or he's got a bit of a niggle.
Yeah, I saw him moving out of the goal square then, and he did not look right.
So he's Cunningham with the footy for the Imperials. So that's another soldier that's a bit wounded for Birrgurra.
He went to get out of a jog just then, and he just couldn't run.
I reckon
he's not 100%.
He's dragging one leg. Whether he's got a corky or something, he looks a bit like someone with a corky to me.
Here's Mickey Foster with the footy. Handball Foster.
Oh.
Goes to Wisby. Should have gone by hand. Put it over the top to Jamison. Jamison gets it to Aussie Arnold. Arnold now. Quick hand pass over the top to Wisby, who gets the hand pass out. Looking for Foster. Sling tackle. So free kick to Wisby.
Nick Arnold didn't really argue with that. He went to go back.
No, it wasn't a great tackle there. So Wisby's got the free kick. Quickly plays on, kicks the centre half forward. Scott takes the mark. That's Bailey.
10 marks, Maxie.
10th mark on the Stefcom stat. What's the record, AJ, on the top of your head?
19.
Sends it Charlie McCartan last year. Kicks it inside the forward 50. Left forward pocket. George Stevens lurking. Jarvis has got the football. He's tackled. Ball up. Left forward pocket. Imps really looking for a bit of a killer blow here. They lead by 23 points. D.H. Tevlin throws the ball up. Stephen wins the tap out. Scott rips it out and kicks the goal. And he celebrates goal of the day contender.
A West Vic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
It comes their first multiple goal kicker this afternoon, and the Imps are on fire in the old Premiership quarter. 9-3-57, 4-4-28 Birrgurra. We've gone 9.5 in this Sports Bowl Colac third quarter on the Richardson Real Estate time clock.
And just for something different, Max, I'll do it out of a stoppage. He's done it all ways, so I think that's his third, is it?
Third, yep. Kick one in the first, kick one in the second, kick one in the third.
Through 17 kicks, 4 handballs, 10 marks, Stepcom stat sheet.
And 3 goals.
You just cannot give him any space at all or he'll kill you.
Well, it's hard to fathom where the Imps were after the first 3 games. And now here they are, and they're doing an absolute number of what the Birri did to them back in round 3 at the Western Oval. And they got the footy again across halfback through Burnett to Cunningham. Although his kick was smothered by Jarvis. Jarvis mops up. Back to Floyd. Floyd's kick is long inside 50. Hutchison's there. He's clearly not 100%. It's been punched over the line by O'Shannessy. Jeez, he's been good today in defence. What game has he been bad in? We'll get a boundary throw in.
Yeah, it's just a tough matchup, O'Shannessy, isn't he? He just doesn't give any space to his forward at all, and he just gets a hand in and spoils. And he's a great defender.
They need the next goal here, the Saints. Otherwise, this could get blown out very quickly. We know what the Cats have been the ranked number 1 defence in the comp since round 4. Only conceded just under 50 points a game. Foster. That's a loopy sort of a hand pass there. Oh, that was a bit of a necessary tackle, and it's a free kick to the Saints in the pocket. I think it's Curtis that's got the kick. Just go through the binoculars, and it looks like it is. But he's next to the old scoreboard at the moment. This is a tough kick. 30 metres out. This to end a run of 3 unanswered goals to start the term. Goes that, has a snap. It's across the face. Stevens punches it through for a behind. So that's the Saints' first score. Second score, in fact, in this quarter. And it takes them on the 4-5-29.
They've really got to work hard to get the opportunity.
Colac Imperials are 9-3-57 as Arnold goes in. Board, that's a poor kick. And he caught one on the back of the head, did Bryce. And he should go back and have a shot, which he will. And he'll go back and have it pretty much directly in front. And Aussie Arnold was the right option, but Bryce was onto it very quickly. And he'll go back and have a shot almost directly in front.
Desperately need this, Pete.
Yeah, look, they need to hit the scoreboard pretty quickly to stay in this game. They've blown the lead out to almost 5 goals at the moment.
So Bryce has been a real find for him this year. He's kicked 10 goals for the season prior to today. And this is a big kick for the young man here. Man on the mark about 35. To put the margin back to 22 points. Just to keep them in touch with them. It's on its way. It's just fading away and through for a behind. So they go to 4-6-30. The Cats in control there. 9-3-57. Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard.
27 points the margin. Say what you want to say, Pete.
I just said they've had a couple of opportunities this quarter that they haven't made the most of, and it could come back to haunt them.
Bailey Scott again in defence.
Yeah, Arnold got it over top to Bailey Scott. He sends it out of defence. Jarvis couldn't take the mark for Birrgurra. That's, 11 marks now?
Correct.
AJ?
Yes, Stepcom stat sheet.
Oh, Jesus. He's on world record pace. Trying to square out to Charlie McCartan.
Oh, it'd be a big one if you could get it.
He needs 8 marks in the next quarter and a half to get there.
So a boundary throwing right in front of base 13 here at Birrgurra. The locals are going to get it a little bit rowdy, I reckon.
I think they will, Maxie, yeah.
Starting to, what would this be? 3rd loss in a row after being on top of the ladder after round 9. As I said, potentially out of the 5 this week. If Illawarra Biak get a bit of percentage and Imps start to claw out a bit of a lead, margin between the two sides. The gap is about 30, so it's very unlikely. At the moment, Lawn lead 44-33, thanks to Thinkle around the ground. So
that's a good turnaround from half top, from late in that second quarter, though.
Gee, Mickey Foster's been good at getting his hand first on the ball at those stoppages, hasn't he?
He's had all their midfield have been terrific today, the Cats.
There's a chance for Zybel, got it to Hable, got it over the top now to Curtis. Curtis wasn't good, it's been turned over to Cass. Cass got it over the top to Wisby, but he ran a tarmac. And it'll be a boundary throwing.
It's important here for Birrgurra, just not to defend the Crown as best they possibly can in the next 5 minutes without any damage being done. That's what they'll try and do for the later part of this quarter.
We've gone 14 minutes. Sports Bowl Colac, 3rd quarter. As the Saints trying to work their way out of this trouble, but it's going to be a free kick.
Yeah, Whedon.
Whedon's got the free kick. So what can he do? Patrick Whedon.
He's no one to kick to. There's absolutely no one leading at the
He's
footy.
on centre wing. He's just going to bang it forward. No one could take the mark. O'Shaughnessy's going to try and pick it up. He just sort of taps it to Cass, who's tackled by Curtis and Hutchinson.
He's
Bit
not
of a bear hug, and it'll be a ball up inside the 14.
He's not right.
He looks flat, doesn't he?
He's carrying some sort of injury. He can't. Look, looking at that stoppage there, he couldn't get out of the gallop.
Haywood tackled by Scott. And it'll be another ball up. A feather in his cap there, Bailey Scott with a tackle against the ruckman. Just doing absolutely everything. Yeah, he's going to be cutting the oranges at half time, at 3/4 time too for the Imperials the way he's going.
What else can he do?
Exactly.
Potter throw it back up, 27 points the margin. Haywood grabs it out of the ruck. Here's Foster, got the hand pass over the top to Wisby, bangs it inside the centre square. Rolling football here. Whedon couldn't take it. Bosley couldn't take it. Melville couldn't take it. Jamison, head-high tackle, free kick to the Imperials.
Good call from Dino. Very good call.
So chance here for the Imps to go on the attack. Sends it inside the forward 50. Big pack around this one, Stephen.
Free kick.
And I think it's going to be a free kick to Birrgurra. Gee, it was looking dangerous again for George Stephen.
It was 3-on-1 though.
So free kick to Hadley in the back line. He's going to switch it, and he finds a team out on the other side.
Cashman, he's got the footy in the back pocket. He's going to chip the ball over the top for Arnold, has to come up the ground. Good defensive work on that occasion there by Foster. That was Brad. Darroch tried to keep the ball in play, which he does on this occasion, being paddled forward, but it's coming back. McKay kicks it inside 50, pressured as he kicked. And coming across and taking the mark was Hanley. This is Cooper Hanley. Probably been one of their best so far today. And he's got it at half back here. Long kick to the wing. Cats have got all the numbers again. Arnold got up early, couldn't take the mark, but Floyd comes away here for the Saints. Hacks the kick long up towards half forward. Good mark, good compete. And the mark being taken here by Curtis. He quickly plays on. 1-on-1 inside 50 kick. And Hutchison, that's a good delivery. And he'll go back. He's had a quiet day, but he's not 100%. And this is a big moment in the game. He'll go back from about 20 metres out. 45-degree angle. And you'd think he should be able to nail this.
He has to kick this if they've got any hope of getting back into this game. But that was a nice kick there. Who was that that kicked it across?
I think it was Curtis.
Yeah. Just O'Shaughnesy had the front position, but the kick was just too good over the back for Hutchison.
So Hutchison, as we know, has played a lot of the game today down at 4-4. Not 100% today. And I think he snuck it in, I think.
I don't know.
It's a point. It's a point. It did not look good at the moment of the boot.
No.
At all.
That's a sign, isn't it? It's almost a sign to take him off and just put him on the bench.
Yeah.
Should have kicked that.
4-7.
So they've had 3 gettable shots at goal this quarter that they've all missed.
4-7-31 the Saints. They trail the Imperials 9-3, 57.
Nick Paddock not kicking the ball back, is he, hopefully, at that side of the ground?
Yeah, just down near the Telstra Tower there. Mick's got
Well, actually, it was.
Oh, no. Surely not.
It was him.
Surely he's been banned, has he?
He got it onto the target.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
So the footy's back nice and clean.
Yeah. They've got an angle grinder for him to keep the...
So Whedon sends the ball out of defence. Schroeder couldn't take it. Stolen by Haywood. He bangs it back inside the forward 50 for Birrgurra. Off hands. O'Shaughnesy tackled there by Hutchinson. He dropped the footy. Chance for Curtis. It's gone through for another behind.
Free kick.
So free kick's going to go to the way of the Imperials. O'Shaughnesy. It's going to go back. It gives a chance now for the Imps. They send it out of defence. Stephen, Jarvis, knocked off the ground and another boundary throwing.
Around the
I
court.
feel like Hutchinson was ripped off there. I think he got it. O'Shaughnesy dropped the ball.
Around the course, if you just joined us, thanks to Theodore Podiatry. Birrgurra 61, defeated Imps 59. Elvie 56 to beat the Eagles 54. Otway 67, defeated Bay 29. South Colac 52, defeated Lawn 38. And Illawarra back 45, lead Simpson 30, late in the last quarter there.
Here's a chance for Floyd. We need a bit of Ethan Floyd magic. Him and Bailey Scott went head-to-head, but he jumped and he's back. And Bailey with the free kick goes down the guts, but it's been turned over. So a chance now for Birrgurra to try and reload their defensive half. Hadley's got the footy now. They've gone slightly backwards. They've got a couple of plays in their defensive 50 by themselves.
And this is Imps have defended beautifully. They're defending the ground at the moment, not letting easy ball on the way out.
Bosley switches looking for Jarvis. Jarvis has taken a good mark. Oh, could have been a closely 50 there, but umpires don't pay that. But if you're in that protected square, Pete, bang.
Yeah, bang away.
She's on 50.
Yeah, Yeah.
Goes in short, Bosley. So Birrgurra just controlling the footy at the moment in their defensive half.
But no damage.
Bosley winds up, sends it to centre half forward.
Oh.
Should have been a free kick to Bailey Scott.
You're kidding.
Darroch looking for Williamson. He got tunnelled. He got side-swiped.
The umpire's right there, and that's a free kick every day of the week.
Bailey's not happy, and he's got a right to be not happy.
That is a poor non-decision.
Cops it every week like that.
Yep.
Just cheap shots like that, and doesn't get any free kicks, and you wonder why we get little scuffles and tribunal hearings and little jumper punches after that. Here he is now. He sends the ball out of that stoppage. Warden couldn't take the mark. Cashman just stole it out of Patrick Whedon's hands, even though it was his own teammate. And it'll be another ball up here. So going through the motions, 4-7-31 to 9-3-57. It's 11 scoring shots to 12, but it's a 26-point margin in favour of the Imps.
Darroch just hacks the kick long up towards half forward. Hayward in best position there. Good defensive work on that. It's on by Glennon. Comes out to Cunningham in defence. He's just hacks the kick out of there. Still on defensive 50 here. Oh, I guess who? Bailey Scott come barging through. Hand passed in hope, really. Went in the ground that time with Stevens. Good contest yet again. Price should have gone high. No free kick. Should have been rewarded. Umpire's going to come in, and there's a bit going on here.
Yeah, I reckon it's going to bubble over, and they need to pay a few more free kicks a bit quicker.
Yeah, blow the whistle. That's the objective needs to be. So, ball to be thrown up here. Schroeder, Tannis, got rid of a couple of tackles with ease, and explodes out of the contest there. The kick looking for Cass, and he's off to the races. Bosley said, not on my watch, holding the ball. Free kick advantage should be paid, and it is to Bosley. In fact, it was Kurzman. His kick is a poor one.
Don't take advantage if you've got nowhere to kick it.
Exactly right. Oh, his head's about to explode in a minute. Whedon, long kick towards half forward. Stephen, third in line, nearly brought down the mark, not paid. Ball in dispute, it's locked up, and we're going to get another ball up on the edge of the square.
Got to feel it for Cass, because 5 or 6 years ago he'd be off to the rafters and probably would have kicked the goal, but he's just that little old age now.
I thought he was out
Cass,
there, like the ball bounced up beautifully for him,
didn't
but
it?
Bosley just running
Those
down.
arms of Bosley, though.
Yeah.
It's a rare occurrence. Schroeder, he tackles Bosley to the turf.
It's like it was a claw
and
machine.
He's going to pay that, and it's going to bubble over
now
here.
It's gone. Now it's on.
Yep, and it's only a matter of time. It was going to bound to happen. There's about 4 or 5 free kicks that should have been paid earlier in the day. And now what's umpire Dean paid here? It's going to be brought back. Yeah, so shot for... Yeah, it's going to be... I think someone got one on the scot there,
I think.
In fact, it's Bosley. Goes inboard, looking for Arnold over the top of him. Comes out to Darroch, you're on high, surely. And he's going to pay a free kick. That's what the umpires need to do. Just settle things down a bit.
Kick, free kick, pay it.
And Darroch goes to centre half forward over the head of Brogdon. Floyd goes out of a tackle with ease. Back to Hayward. Back it comes to Floyd. Dangerous time from 35. He has a shot for goal, and he has kicked it. Jeez, didn't they need that? What a goalie from Floyd. Goal that A contender, and that's just gets a slight pulse back into this one.
A West Vic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
Ethan Floyd kicks his second, and that's their first. They've been brewing for a while, and they've got one at the 23.5-minute mark, just on the cusp of three-quarter time. The Saints are 5-7-37, Imps 9-3-57. Look, Pete, I did say they'd need to defend well with no damage done, and they get reward for it with that goal from Ethan Floyd.
Yeah, look, it was the hardest shot of the quarter for Birrgurra, and he nailed it, but that's the class of Ethan Floyd. We've seen that week in, week out. He's just a class player, and if they're going to get back into this game, it needs to be through the likes of Ethan Floyd.
Think order around the grounds. Lawn 45, South Colac 33, Simpson 62, lead Illawarra Biak 17. 12 scoring shots apiece here at Birrgurra, but it's the Colac Imperials leading this one by 20 points, and that is going to be the three-quarter time score. 5-7-37 Birrgurra. They've only kicked 1 goal in the second, 1 goal in the third, while the Colac Imperials, they managed to kick the first 3 goals in that third quarter. They're 9-3-57. 12 scoring shots apiece, but it's a 20-point difference between the Imps and Birrgurra as we charge towards a big final quarter, and you can listen to all here on Mix FM on the other side of the break.
On Mix FM, this is CDFNL Live. Mix FM, music that makes you feel good. We've got the latest hits.
'Cause you ain't gotta tell me, it's just in my nature.
And the old school tunes you know all the words to.
Baby, I got you on my mind. Honey, you won't ever know.
On air at Mix FM and now on Listener. Download it free from the Apple App Store or Google Play. Sign up and follow Mix FM.
When it's legal assistance you need, here's a legal partner you can trust. Barrow Legal. Jared Barrow, a local looking after locals. Expert advice and representation for when you're buying.
Chancey now again for O'Meara. Can he keep it alive? He does. Oh, Stancy!
Oh, what a goal!
An absolute beauty!
That's goal of the day.
Brilliant good painting, play of the day, and goal of the day. Couldn't take the mark. McKenzie gets the ball for Otway. Hand pass straight goes to Dynhoven. Gets around his opponent on the right side.
Here we go.
It's another right bar.
Jeez.
Simpson are on fire here at Jelly Brands. A goal of the day.
He back in the side today. Kick inside 50's a poor one. It bounces to the back though. Monroe lurking off the ground. And kicks Otway's first against the flow. And it's also a goal of the day.
It's the old school mentality. He's a good, genuine ruckman.
Oh, yes, please.
Flew high there.
He got over his team up. Ackley punches it forward inside 50. Ball off hand. Here's Reid. 45 metres out. He has a paint for the goal. He kicks a ripper. $31. I'm paid up in the pay-up queue.
Good body up here, the Tigers. He kicks, looking for Whopper. Has a couple to beat. It's not going to be good on the run. Whopper, though, so he gets ball on the boot. He's got ball on the boot. He's goal. The Whopper Mania strikes during the footy. Launches at the centre half forward. Sunbathed. Jelly Reid up against the boundary.
Yes!
And he kicks a ripper. He's kicked three of the best. Goal of the day contender. Ball comes inbound. Here's a chance now for the Tigers. Hand passed over the top now. Chance for Reid. And Reid gets a second. Oh, what a goal. Mitchie Reid's on fire. And so are the Tigers.
He's marked it. He's been told to go, and he's asked to kick at the nice spot. Out comes Whopper. Play here for the D's. He runs about 10 metres. Kick is a good one. Finds Abraham just on the third bite.
Mate.
Campbell, Parlour's Home Hardware, Barrymore Street, Simpson.
End of the Rope, an exploration of the life, trial and execution of Ronald Ryan, the last person to be hanged in Australia. Ryan's 1967 execution in Victoria ignited widespread controversy, sparking public protests and debate on the death penalty. A compelling narrative about crime, punishment and the shifting public attitudes that led to the abolition of the death penalty in Australia. End of the Rope, only at Geelong Jail. geelongjail.com.au.
Maya's phone is at 1%, but she's not stressed. Because she has 6 KFC tenders for $6.95.
Right.
Priorities. 6 for $6.95 tenders. KFC, FLG. Not everywhere and not forever. Pick up only.
Mondays are for everyone, with $10 games for all ages at Colac 10-pin bowl. Gather the family for an affordable game spree and make memories that last. Dive into the ultimate Thursday vibe. Whether it's a catch-up with friends or winding down after work, from 5pm till 9pm on Thursdays, indulge in $10 spirits and $6 beer, wine and cider. And Fridays just got even more exciting with Golden Pin Fridays. If the Golden Pin falls during your game, you can walk away with cold, hard cash. Book your lane now at colac10pinbowl.com.au.
Powered by Sports Power Colac, FSR equipped, KFC Colac and Minerva Foods. This is CDFNL Live.
Three-quarter time here at Birrgurra. It's a 20-point ball game here between the Saints and the Cats. 5-7-37. Birrgurra 9-3-57. The Colac Imperials. Before we go around the grounds, thanks to Thinkwater, if anyone is at Irrawillippi, just let us know what's happened says on the Play HUK app that the game's been abandoned after 2:38 to 2 straight 12. So if anyone's got any information, just let us know. Stevcom stats at three-quarter time, AJ.
Hopefully everything all right out there. Birrgurra 23 kicks to three-quarter time, 22 to Imperials, 16 hit outs to Joel Haywood, who did a lot of ruck work in that third term for Birrgurra, 29 to Brody Stevens on Colac Imperials side. Major stats winner for Colac Imperials, Drew, your man, Bailey Scott, 20 kicks, 5 handballs, 11 marks. Birrgurra side of things, Ethan Floyd, 11 kicks, 4 handballs, 2 marks, 15 disposals. Those leading stats winners to three-quarter time. Thanks to Stevcom, boys.
Hopefully we'll get an update there on what's going on, but either way, hopefully we'll get an update. Hopefully it's a positive one for sure. This KC Colac last term is underway with a 20-point lead to the Colac Imperials here. First goal's critical. Cass and Tannis have both had a bit of friendly fire. Cass is down. He's a bit slow to get him, and Tannis is up on his feet, but Jarvis mops up for the Saints. Kicks inside, 50's a beauty, and Hutchison's taken the mark as Cass gets it back up on his feet.
Well, see, Pete, we've heard it before. It mightn't be your day, but it might be your moment. So this is important for Will Hutchison. Drew, he struggled with. He's clearly hampered by some sort of injury, but it's really important that he nails this 6-pointer for Birrgurra, keeps him in the game, Drew.
This first goal is very critical.
Yeah, they missed their opportunities early in the last quarter, so they need to make the most of it early in this quarter.
So Will Hutchison, he missed an easy one late in the third term. This one from about 48. Got close to the man on the mark, but he struck it pretty well.
Nope.
Just missed. Through for one behind. He's kicked 2 behinds in this half. 5-8-38 to 9-3-57.
Bailey Scott doing the kick-in duties.
He can do everything.
He can do everything today, but he might have copped it up before it's marked it.
Yeah.
Marks at 48. I don't know what he was doing. He kicked was smothered, but Jarvis mops up. Guys better close through traffic. He went for the step, but he has shaked it. High up and under might bring a bit of rain. Cunningham punches the ball away. Looking towards the boundary. I think they're going to get it, which they do. Boundary throw-in.
Ethan Floyd tried to be two-team orientated there. I reckon he almost would have had that distance in his leg.
So hopefully we'll get an update on what's going on. It's a free kick. I don't know what for.
Not sure yet.
It's going to go to Trey Whedon. I didn't see what happened.
No, I didn't either, no.
Must have come off of bootlaces, I reckon. So as Whedon kicks along up the line, Stevens should have whopped this in marks uncontested. Brody Stevens been really impressed with his development over the last 18 months to 22 years. Been improving all the time. He's going to go in. Ball, beautiful. Finds, guess who? Bailey Scott. He has taken the you-know-what out of everyone today. Proven why he's the best gut player in the comp. And he's going to launch it up to centre-half forward. Contest need to be applied. Hanley dropped what he should have taken there. Coming through there, Bosley again. Likewise, Hanley. Hand passed out in hope for Whedon. He's well tackled there by the player there in Melville. We'll get a ball up on the 50. So, Pete, first goal's critical here.
Yeah, look, if Imps get the first goal, game over.
Yeah, I reckon you're right. So, ball will be thrown up. McKinnon gets us underway. Hayward doing the ruck work. There's a bit of a nil-all draw on that occasion. Darroch coming over the top there was Whedon. He actually kicked forward up towards the forward pocket, but Bosley mops up for the Saints. Kick beautiful, smother by Melville. That was outstanding bit of forward pressure, and he gets a stoppage. We'll get a boundary throw, and well played, George Melville.
Think order around the grounds. Lawn 7-3-45, South Colac 5-4-34. Simpson 3-5-23, Illawarra back 9-10-64.
So a bit of a sandy shandy needed there for the Bombers, especially going with Cooper Stevens and Tommy in order to come back after the bye, which is going to be handy as well. Boundary thrown, of course, they've got a tough run home as well. One down on that occasion by Schroeder. Price grabs it. He's had a left foot snap. Bailey's gone underneath it. No one really took it cleanly. Hanley's caught. Ball up. Good forward pressure yet again. On that occasion, that time was Stevens there. Ball up.
So ball up inside the forward 50 for the Imperials. Schroeder wins the tap out. And it's going to be another ball up, still in the left forward pocket. 38-57, 19 points the margin. Hanley's tackled, another ball up yet again. So stoppage, Central sunbathed Birrgurra. Ball up again. Schroeder wins the tap out. Melville, he's tackled. Umpire's going to pin him, holding the footy. Free kick to Birrgurra.
Didn't haven't paid it all day.
So free kick will go to the
And
Saints,
50.
and he's going to get 50. So this might just kick-start him off.
Second 50 of the day on the Stevcom stat sheet, boys, both to Birry.
So Hadley with the free kick. Just across the half-back line. He's going to switch, looking for Jarvis. That's Will's got the footy.
He's been good today.
Quickly plays on, gets around Wisby. Kicks in their forward half. Floyd, one right, couldn't take the third. Here's a chance now. Through the Imperials, ball kick right along the wing. And it sort of bounced away there from Brock Stevens as out of bounds and a boundary throwing on centre wing. So 38 plays 57, 19 points the margin between Birrgurra and the Colac Imperials. It's ended up being a bit of a low scorer, hasn't it? It was looking like it was going to be a shootout in the first quarter.
It was 8 goals in the first quarter.
It's tightened up.
We've only got to 14 goals now.
Imps, since round 4, Imps have only conceded an average of just under 50 points a game since round 4. That's Jarvis. Court's got a one. Not on this occasion. He's been dumped. Good tackle on that occasion there. And a free kick on the ball will go to Lovell. He goes over the top to Wisby. Marks it inside the field of play between wing and half forward, right in front of this big crowd. And he thumps it long. Coming in, Schroeder there from 4 deep. Oh, and almost a good mark taken somehow by Zidbell.
Gee, I thought he did mark.
I thought he did too. We'll get a ball up nonetheless. Gee, it was a good effort though.
It was.
He came from nowhere. So ball will be thrown up here. Dangerous here again for the Saints defence. Ball up. Coming through Hanley. Floyd check sides it around the corner. Well played by Tannis. He got in front. He got the free kick, but he took the mark anyway. He's going to wind up from about 50, you would imagine, on the left foot. He's almost directly in front.
He can launch this.
So a shot for goal coming up here. So
yeah, it's going to distance will probably test him slightly, Drew, but not much of an angle to speak of. So we'll see if he can make the distance be just outside 50 when he kicks it.
Campbell Tannis. Got more wind up from 52. Right foot. He has flushed it. He has absolutely flushed it. Stayed in play somehow. In fact, it's been punched through for a behind. Jeez, he looked good off the boot.
It did. Yeah, no, I thought he had the distance in that, but just dropped short at the last second.
9-4 plays 5-8 with Imps in control up by 20 with time ticking down.
All right, they thumped the ball out of defence. Haywood couldn't take the mark.
Free kick.
But it's going to be a free kick to Jolsey.
Need to go
Been a bit
here.
quiet today, my man. Got the hand pass to Cashman, back over the top to Haywood. They're slowly building the Saints. Ball kick to centre half forward, turned over. Foster, Scott,
Good
hand
handball.
pass, looking for Price, picks it up on the bounce. Quick hand pass over the top now. Scott again, hand pass back to Price. Price now launches it inside the forward 50. Stephen couldn't take the mark. Here's a chance.
it's goal.
Here's a chance. The Schroeder man runs in on open goal.
I
and
reckon
makes
there's a
it
free
through.
kick. There's a free kick.
Boy.
Is it going to be a free kick to Birry?
No, I think it's going to George Stevens, is it? I'm not sure. What's
Shouldn't have
going
been
on?
to the advantage.
I would have
Should
thought
have
so.
been, yeah.
I would have thought
You
so.
advantage that up.
That's a goal.
100 times out of 100. What is going on?
Yeah, no, it's a
like
free
George
kick going to George
So
Stevens.
it's
Come on.
the Schroeder man's going to have a goal taken off him, and now George Stevens will have to go back and kick it. Oh boy, back to 20 points, or it's still 20 points, but George Stevens has a chance to make it 26. Left forward pocket, 25 metres out from goal.
Tough angle.
And here's a beautiful kick of the footy. Earlier in the day, he had to climb up a tree and shake the tree to get a footy. And he goes back and he kicks it anyway. So George Stephen, he gets his second goal. And the Colac Imperials get the first of the KFC Colac last quarter. They go to 10-4-64. They lead Birrgurra 5-8-38. Greg Allen Farm Machinery scored with 8.5 gone on the Richardson Real Estate time clock.
Pretty easy to know when George has hit it flush because the hand goes straight up in the air. It was up in an instant there. He knew he'd nailed that one, and well-deserved goal there for Imperials. And you got to think the margin's too much now for Birrgurra to make up.
Yeah, you'd think so, Pete.
So we'll get a ball up here, back in the centre of the ground. It makes it mighty tough for the Saints now. They need to kick 5 goals to win, especially when they've only kicked 5 for the day. Only 2 of them since quarter time. Back in the middle we go. Stevens wins the tap down, but he rubs up his own footy, and he just checks side along the ground up towards the 50. Bouncing footy here. Coming through now, Bailey Scott. He's had a terrific day. Gets around 2, has a snap. Stephen around the front, and he's not quite. Ball still on the spin. Here's Stephen again. He has a snap. And kicks his third. The Cats are home, and they're the real deal in 2025. Goal and A contender.
A West Vic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
He's kicked 2 in a space of a minute, and he's got 3 in the second half. And the Cats are going to win this one, and they're going to salute themselves inside the top 3 after going into the bye. 11-4-70. The Saints are 5-8-30. Greg Allen, Farm Machinery scoreboard. They're a fun football team to watch, Pete.
Yeah, they are. Look, that was great work there from George Stephen. He contested the mark. The ball fell to the front of the pack, and he was first to pounce on it and snapped it over his shoulder, and the hand went straight up in the air, so he knew he'd nailed it. He knew.
Around the grounds, thanks to Thinkwater Lawn, 51 leading South Colac, 40 Irrewarra 70 leading Simpson, 23 and Otway Districts 86 leading Apollo Bay 46. So back in the middle here. It's been all Colac Imperials in this second half. Here's a chance now through Floyd. Runs his measure, runs the 50, slots it for 50. Flush kick there, goal of the day, Ethan Floyd.
A West Vic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
A couple of specialities. George Stevens at one end, Ethan Floyd at the other. And the Saints just keep little glimmer of hope. 6-8-44. The Birrgurra, while the Colac Imperials 11-4-70, 10.5 gone. KFC Colac last quarter.
Ethan Floyd's kicked their last 3 goals for the team. It's quarter time.
And they've been magic goals too. He's just such an elite finisher, isn't he? He's.
They moved him into the midfield, Pete. That was an important move, but unfortunately.
I think where they are with Hutchison injured, that Floyd's got to be playing midfield for the next period of time.
I think so. Birrgurra got an extremely tough run, particularly in the back third of the year as well. They got Albie to play. I think it's the last round, and I got Irrewarra back to come yet again as well. So they don't have the easiest of run homes, and given the amount of players they've got out today, and a couple of them for the rest of the season, which is not going to be an easy run home either. So ball thrown up again here. Back to 26 points. Stevens there, got in front. Hacked off the ground by Jarvis, just to 15. And Ozzy Arnold slides in and takes it an easy intercept mark. The defence is really set. And he's going to find to go long. Oh, that's a beautiful kick. Looking for guess who? Bailey Scott. How many marks is that, AJ?
13.
Lucky. He goes inside 50. Here he comes again. Big Georgie. Couldn't quite get there. Just a bit over the top.
Back on
it again. And he's been caught, and we'll get a ball up out of it.
You reckon now Imps are in the box seat for a top 2 spot? They play the bottom 4 sides in the next month, and then they face Lawn and then Irrewarra back in the last 2 weeks.
Well, they've lost 3 games for this season, and they've been through those 3 teams.
Yeah.
So
Well, this is it. They've run the table. They've beaten all 9 sides now.
It's impossible to fathom that they lost the first 3 games of the year. Now here they are, a genuine premiership contender this year. After everyone wrote them off after what happened later last year. Arnold, nearly got his head taken off, and he's going to win himself a free kick. He's been really impressive. He had a great year last season. He's been good again today, and he's going to chip it over the top. And speaking of players who have been outstanding in defence today, Lukey O'Shaughnessy. And here's mark number 14 for Bailey Scott.
Scott's got it on centre wing. He's probably now going to start writing his speech for the Marnie Medal too, I reckon.
I reckon you're right, Max. I reckon you're right.
Here's Mickey Foster. Missed the handball in the first half, wasn't it? He goes in short. Finds a teammate on the outer side. So Arnold's got the footy.
Bailey's looking for it again, right at the back of the pack.
Arnold now sends it inside the forward 50 for the Imps. Almost hit the target of George Stephen.
Oh, he wants to deliver it. Oh.
Whedon knocks it out of bounds. Boundary throwing. 26 points the margin. Almost 14 gone in this KFC Colac last quarter. Imperials on their way for their 9th straight win. Their next game after the bye is against the Western Eagles at home. Aiming for 10 in a row as Foster kicks forward. Bosley over the head there. There's a chance now for Wisby. He's trying to gather the football. Here comes Birrgurra again. Kicked short. It's going to be stolen. Glennon tries to palm it backwards. Kicked off the ground by McKay. Cooper trying to pick up the football here. Trip Lovell gets the hand pass out looking for Wisby. Wisby up against the boundary line. And a boundary throwing. Sides that have gone on to actually run the table, Pete. Lawn last year, round 1 right through to 9, won the flag.
Yep.
Elvie the year before.
Won the flag.
It's around the grounds.
Birrgurra in round 2016 and 17.
Around the grounds, boys. South Colac have just hit the front.
So if you run the table, you're a good chance to win the premiership.
Yep.
South Colac home front by a point with about a bit over 5 minutes to go.
Hey, mighty Mick Foster did the ruck work there.
Did he get a tap out?
No.
I didn't.
By water.
So free kick goes the way of George Melville, and he's going to have a pig here. He's going to really have a shot just on the 50. I don't know if his little legs can get the distance. Better on the snap. But here he is, having a crack. He goes back.
No.
It's going to drop short, right, and I think it's gone out of bounds on the full, or has it been touched over the line?
Don't let Mick Paddock kick it back
Yeah,
in.
it's going to be a free kick to Birrgurra. Last line of defence here. The margin's 26 points.
So ball being now back towards defensive 50. Harry Jarvis gets the hand pass back inside to Bosley. Kick was smothered in his own man. So the Cats are just running at the game as good as anyone, but well played again by Hanley through traffic. Kicks up towards the wing there, but it's all the Colac Imperials down there. All did a good job at it, made a contest, but here's O'Shannessy. He's been terrific. Hand pass over the top to Cass. Cass goes out the hand pass back to Wisby. He takes the tackler on, back to Cass. Cass down, kicks it long up towards half forward. Jarvis couldn't take the mark, but he's happy to let the ball go over. And a band throw in, just repeating. South Colac have hit the front against Lawn with a few minutes to go there by a point. The game abandoned at Ilwillipi. Thoughts go out to everybody involved out there at the moment. I think the game was at quarter time.
Yeah, banded up. It was just a long wait for an ambulance, and they just shook hands. I'm not sure what happens with the points, actually.
I think it's 2 points. They shared 2 points.
I think before half time.
Yeah,
that's what
correct.
happens.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
That's interesting for Alvy's season now, isn't it?
Isn't it? Yeah, so the kick by Hall up towards half forward. Cashman trying to run onto the footy. Foster, well done, Cashman. Laid a very good tackle inside their forward 50. And we'll get a ball up.
So bear in mind, Berry have had a draw as well. So
that's right, yeah.
They'll be back on even points if that's the way that plays out.
Ball thrown up. Umpire Lockie Sell gets us back underway. Haywood won the tap down. Hutchison clearly not 100% like we saw on TV. Got himself into the game in the second half. Here's Foster's been terrific today. Hand pass to Wisby. Hand pass looking at the top for McKay. He ever run the footy. Likewise did Zidebell. Ball still at half forward. Zidebell just hacks the kick under pressure inside 50. Arnold getting back. Hudson rode it beautifully. Hand pass well smothered yet again by O'Shannessy. And he lies a good tackle there on Arnold. And we'll get out another ball up at 30 metres around from the Saints goal. The Imps defence not giving him a sniff. What iota at the moment.
KFC Colac last quarter. It's into its dawning moments. Here's Nick Arnold. He drops the football. Free kicks. It was a whistle. It's a free kick going to go the way of Birrgurra.
I don't know McKinnon what he's doing there. I thought he was trying to put in an audition for the Wiggles. he had the jump and he's moving all over the place.
So Curtis, hand passes to Floyd.
Why not?
Floyd from 50, winds up for another one. No, it's going to be still alive. Top of the goal square, picked up there by Foster. It was an ugly kick out of defence. Floyd's going to get it again. Can he dance his way into a magical goal? No, his hand pass was a shocker. It's been turned over. Wisby with the footy, just thumping kick out of their defensive half to their attacking side. Melvu's going to try and keep it alive. No, it's gone out of bounds. And another boundary throw in. 18 minutes gone in this last quarter. She's got a bit cold out here, Pete.
It has. And another injury for Berry is...
Hutchison's going off, and Bryce is going off.
Bryce is going off. Oh, Hutchison's going off as well.
Yeah.
It's all happening here. It's just unravelling. The Saints, who are top of the table after the halfway mark of the season, again could find themselves outside the top 5. Maybe not this week, but maybe the following week or the week after the bye. Here's a chance.
Comes straight off the interchange.
Wharton. He goes inbound. Scott almost takes a miracle mark. But
you're kidding, umpire.
Giving away a free kick.
You
free
are
kicks
kidding.
to Jake the Snake. He gets it over the top to Zybel. Zybel kicks in the right full pocket. Derek couldn't mark. Derek picks it up. Derek misses behind. That was a bullet play there by Hamish Darroch.
Gee, it was good work. He used his body really well there, didn't he? Protected the ball, and for a young kid, he shows a lot, doesn't he?
If they kicked a bit straighter in that third quarter, it'd be a lot closer. 6-9-45 to 11-4-70. But that's football. It's a lot of what ifs. If you did this, you did that. Ones if we did this, but the thing is you didn't.
No, that's right.
25 points the margin. As O'Shannessy kicks, looking for Brock Stevens. Couldn't take the mark, and it's gone out of bounds. And another boundary throwing.
So good enough. It's obviously a few out today for the Colac Imperials. Campbell Scott out with that finger injury, of course, as well. Hayden Russell's another one. Angus McNaughton, Sam McKay and Alistair O'Donnell, who we've been impressed with in defence.
Jezza
Spokes is another one.
Yep.
So pressure for Spots is mounting, which is good to see. It's a good problem to have for Bailey Scott, which is what you want coming into September. The pressure for Spots is well and truly heating up, which is what you want at this time of the year. Ball thrown up again with only a matter of a few minutes remaining. Zidbell tackled, ball up. We'll get a ball up at 55 around from goal. So we'll get a stoppage yet again here. So ball will be thrown about 55 around from goal. What are you two smoking?
Just Geelong are 1 up against Richmond, so I said blow the siren.
How many possessions Bailey Scott
He's
had?
not Bailey Smith.
Bailey Scott's had a lot, Pete. He's had a lot. Ask AJ.
Bailey Scott's had 32 on the Steve Cobb stat sheet, Pete.
So that time you reckon... This is the second time you thought Bailey Smith plays for Geelong, for Colac Imperials.
Looks like I think South might have beaten Lawn by a point, boys. We'll try and get that confirmed for you as soon as we have it. Can't get confirmation. Ball kicked to the forward zone. O'Shaughnessy again. He has been outstanding. As Wisby takes it over, we'll get a boundary throw. And Luke O'Shaughnessy, Mr. Reliable down there. Boundary throw in.
Just gets that mint out, doesn't he? Gets his fist to the ball, and he's a wonderful player. And I reckon they've made a real good decision putting him as captain.
I agree. He's a ripper. Boundary throw in. Jarvis won the tap down. He certainly worked his backside off. McKay, hand pass looking for Wisby. Just ran out of room. Boundary throw in. Go around the grounds thanks to Thinkwater. Otway Districts 15 10 100 or Holiday 7 4 46. South Colac 8 4 52 to Lawn 8 3 51. That score hasn't been moved for a while, so it might be a final score. We'll get that confirmed. And Illawarra back 11 12 78 to Simpson 3 7 25. And the game abandoned at Western Eagles.
25 points the margin here at Birrgurra. Really hasn't lived up to the hype, but that first quarter was pretty good.
He's gone down.
Here's a chance. He got out of the way well. Whedon couldn't go to the football for Birrgurra. Offense, Scott trying to grab this football. And it'll be another ball up edge of the square favouring Colac Imperials side of the ground.
What Surly did, though, he took it in the chin and he got back up.
22 minutes gone in this KFC Colac last quarter here.
Mighty Mick almost bowled the umpire over.
He did, yeah, that underground worm-burning pass.
Jarvis wins the tap out. Scott's lurking. Picked up here by Jackie Boy Brojan. And it's going to be a throw. Free kick will go the way of the Colac Imperials. Can they just get one final exclamation point and enter the bye in a real high moment? They're about to win their 9th in a row, and Foster's going to go backwards.
He's gone the wrong way.
He's lost Meter's game on that one.
To Whedon. Let's then get it up to McKay. So William McKay now kicks the ball inside the 450.
There
Scott!
he is again.
Oh, great Scots, Pete. What marks that, AJ?
15, Steph Cobb.
I don't think he's going to get the record.
Hasn't got enough time to get the record.
But he can go back and kick goal number 4.
Around the grounds, Lord have just hit the front again.
So Bailey Scott.
And Charlie McCartan did play.
Oh, did he?
Yes.
So directly in front, Bailey Scott, 50 metres out for goal number 4. And this to cap off what has been a wonderful afternoon for the coach for the Colac Imperials. Been a match winner. It's great to have him back in the CDFNL. He winds up. It's off target though.
Drop short.
And it's gone through from behind. 11-5-71. Colac Imperials 6-9-45. Birrgurra, it's a 26-point lead, and we've gone 23 minutes in this KFC Colac last quarter.
Charlie McCartan has 4 at the moment. There's a shocking kick in turnover. Lovell has a shot. It's going to go right to the goal square. Good mark. Should be paid. Gee, that's a good mark, that. Marked on the goal on by Hanley. Sam Hanley,
He's
class
a
over set
good
up
player, those Hanleys, aren't they?
They've both been really good today under a lot of pressure. He goes short to Jarvis. Another one's been really good today as well. Long kick. Coming up to compete Wharton. Ball spells to the front. There's the siren. The Cats are the real deal in 2025. After losing the first 3 games of the season, and now they've run the table. And they look beautifully placed going towards the rest of the season. And they've defeated the Saints by 26 points. It was a fair turnaround to what it was in round 3 when the Saints smacked them by 44. 11-5-71 to 6-9-45. Bailey Scott and George Stevens finished with 3 apiece. Great footy there, AJ.
Yeah, it was champagne football from the Colac Imperials. It was a sensational, really open first quarter, boys, that really it looked like it was going to be a high-scoring game, and it sort of bottled up a bit after that, but Imperials showed their class, Pete, throughout the day.
Oh, they were challenged early. Birrgurra really threw the challenge out to them early, and they withstood it and come back and repaid it with interest, didn't they? Their leg speed is just it's outstanding. They run all day. They're quick. They've got Bailey Scott. That's like having two, isn't it? Like he played in defence, he played on ball, he played up forward. He's taken 13 marks. He's kicked 15 marks.
Yeah,
he's kicked 4 goals.
Yep.
It's just an outstanding
Absolute
effort.
weapon to have, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But no, look, they're a real danger. Imperials, they're a real threat in September. If they keep that form up, it's just going to be a matter of whether they can stay fit. But they had 4 or 5 missing today as well. That will come back.
Yeah, on Birrgurra's side of things, I think Floyd in the middle, when he's in the middle, he looks really good.
Yeah.
He's a bull in the midfield.
But the unfortunate thing is injuries are really starting to take their toll on Birrgurra. There's only so much depth at local league like this, so they've got 4 or 5 now that are serious injuries that probably season-ending injuries, so it's tough.
I've just watching Kevin on Bailey Scott. He has got a smile for me to wear, and understandably so, because he and his side were brilliant today. And they look beautifully placed. Who would have thought that back in after round 3 when Birrgurra beat them by nearly 50 points, and now all of a sudden they are a real premiership threat in season 2025. We'll take a break here on CDFNL Live. Back with the RSL post-game show after this. We'll keep an eye on what's going on in that thriller at 11.
Lorne have won.
Lorne have won by 6 points there as well. So a huge result there as well. And hopefully, and obviously some netball, because a couple of huge results today as well. And we'll keep an eye on what's going on with the Colac Tigers expecting doing a number on Grovedale. Stay with us. We're back with the post-game show after this break with the Imps winners by 26 points.
On Mix FM, this is CDFNL Live.